man. Thank you, everybody, for hanging with us here at ASV Collectibles. Today, we have a special live unboxing with our boy, Marcos Mora. He's doing his 1/7 scale one piece of nami. Pretty dope piece. Very excited to see it, especially because it's Tsume art, and we know Tsume art's probably the top of the anime statue game. So really excited for that. Thanks, Marcos, for doing this with us live here at ASV Collectibles. And thank you for Legend Lane to jumping on here on the stream with us.
I always love a gentleman who tells me I'm wrong, even though when I'm able to physically put a picture in his face, telling him, like, guess what, I'm right.
Like I said, at this point,
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later tonight.
Like I said, it's agree to disagree at this point. So, but I'm right, so it's fine. I'll let you have your little halfway win, you know.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later on today on the show.
But on the flip side, though, we've got an awesome piece. Marcos is really cool. Hopefully, not going to show us too much boxer shorts. But all jokes aside, Marcos being really awesome and nice tonight to let us see what is mostly been a sold out piece, and probably Nami or any of the main ladies of One Piece. Usually their statues sell out pretty well. Now,
trying to get you, Marcos, on the main screen here. Let's see.
So, Marcos, what's the height for this one supposed to? Because I know this one has a big effect stuff in it.
Yeah, it's I think around 68 centimeters or 65 in that range.
Okay, so it's got a pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good size.
Not as crazy as some of the ones that you've seen.
That's not,
some of the Bleach ones and stuff that go like 30 inches tall, and you're like, why is it so big?
It's not that Blackbeard, which is 109 centimeters tall.
Well, yeah, but Blackbeard's also like what? Like 10 feet tall or something?
Yeah, he's a good 10 feet tall, yeah. And he's a 1/7 scale too, yeah.
So he's about like what? We're about 40 inches or something like that, Blackbeard?
Yeah, he's like, I think with the effect and everything, I think he's 43 or 44.
Oh, he's got to be taller than 10 feet tall.
And
then it's going to be that big. I mean, that's Sauron almost big, and Sauron's like 12 feet tall.
Yeah, and then Blackbeard, the width and depth is like 85 and 88. It's a huge piece. It's ginormous. I don't even want to think about boxing up and putting it.
Yeah, hey, I'll discuss a little bit tonight some statues I've been considering, but just what you're talking about a little bit. But real quick, just before we go in, we've had some people join. Like, hey, Knight, thanks for joining us tonight. Juan Ortega, Jonas. Also, it's our man Jimmy from Godlike Statues. Hey, thank you very much for joining too.
X-Men
get yourself ready. Get yourself in that live unboxing mode. Sir.
Yeah, that's right.
And also talk about statues and everything else. This might be a long one, man. I don't know how many pieces this is, but hopefully not too many. The last 3 statues I've done they've been hell on earth. So I'm hoping this one is not one of those, but we'll see. It's one box. Everything's in one box. It's 3 layers.
That's how Prime 1 sets you up when they tell you it's one box. Of course, they don't mention it's like 4 feet tall. It's like I found out with Harley Who Laughs. I was like, oh, it's only one box. Yay. Oh, wait, it's like 4.5 feet tall. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. I mean, in terms of dimensions of the box, I know this is a large piece. I mean, how big is it in comparison? Like, is it one of those Detective 1000 box? Is it more like depth-wise?
It's like a big sideshow piece box, if that makes sense. Like, it's like it's like maybe 45, 50 pounds total. Maybe a little bit bigger. I don't know.
So it would be
maybe I'm just that strong.
Maybe so probably size like maybe something like the Archangel, because that one had a really big
something like that. Yeah.
Not, it wasn't a huge box, but it was a fairly big box for them because of the wings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not Detective 1000, that like big square box they had, but it's a good size. It's not. I could put it this. I could lift it up my stairs after a 12+ hour day. So there we go.
What number of One Piece? What number is this now in your collection of actual One Piece? Statues now you'll have.
2, 3, 4,
just if you can think off the top of your head.
9, 10, 11, 12 piece.
Is that just 12 here or the other place as well?
No, I have like 3 boxed up right now.
Oh,
because I have no more room right now, and they're pieces that like I need in my collection, but I don't need to have them up right now. I've had them up for a while. You know, it's just one of those things.
Are they all
Yeah.
different characters, or do you have any duplicates, or is it because
The
you have
only
so many statues now?
yeah,
you just
the only
can't really have
duplicate the only duplicates I'm gonna get is Luffy. I'm gonna get like I already have the bust, and then I'm gonna get like the Gear 5 form, and then
Oh, they just put out one for Gear 5, didn't they? Like yesterday?
yeah, kind of. It was Jimmy Palace.
I mean Sideshow, but yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Jimmy, yeah, they did. I don't love it. What else? Oh, and then another character is Sanji, since he's like my favorite character, and then Buggy the Clown, since he's like my top 3 character. So those are the 3 characters I would go double. And it makes sense for Buggy because he's a Yonko and he's a warlord in this show. So I'm a Yonko Buggy and then a warlord Buggy in my collection. So and then Sanji, just my favorite. So I'm gonna get 2. I got that Bisuju Sanji from Tsume that got that on order, and I'm hoping for something like this from Sanji from Tsume, like a big diorama, 1/7 type piece. So I'm waiting for that mainly with Sanji.
Are you just gonna, since you got this Nami at 1/7 scale, are you gonna just piggyback off the 1/7 scale for everything?
No, I just want the best piece in 1/6 and 1/7 scale, like in that range, because One Piece, the heights are all fucked up. So it doesn't really matter if you match 1/6 to 1/6. Like, it doesn't matter because like characters are just everywhere. I just want the best piece of the character. That's what I want.
Right.
And one in that big diorama effect, That's right.
Would you ever consider, like, since Sanji's your main character, if they ever did like a pudding statue or something, since she's kind of like his main love interest or something with the 3 eyes?
The main things I'm going for is the warlords, so that's about 7 statues, all the straw hats, and then I'm gonna do all the Marines I like, and plus like Vegapunk and a couple other.
Bro, you're starting to get into like 20 statues or
no,
25 statues.
I know. Lane, it's gonna be the biggest collection ever.
Lane, let's not count the rogues gallery that he's collecting as well.
Yeah, I know. God damn it.
Well, I'm just saying for One Piece and everything, it's like he's gonna just need to, like, he's got an extra like bedroom. Eventually, that's going to get packed away, and he's going to just have the One Piece room.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna, when I get my pretty much stay forever home, I'm gonna make a whole One Piece room. It's gonna be that, and then also the other line I'm doing in One Piece is all the Yonkos. So all the Yonkos, those 2 right there, the Luffy Bus and Blackbeard, they will be on pedestals with Whitebeard. I have Kaido, Big Mom, Shanks. I got on order actually the Jimmy one recently, and then Buggy. And then Roger. Those are the Yonkos I'm gonna be getting. So a lot of characters, man. A lot of characters.
Yeah,
I love this.
Are you gonna maybe get a smoker or something?
Oh no, Smoker's my favorite. They just haven't made one. Anybody, even though
I'm really surprised. I'm surprised. Yeah. I'm literally surprised they didn't do like a male smoker, and then when he got for the short time, he got turned into a usual busting women for a while. Yeah. Like I figured that would be the easy duo.
Yeah, I want a Smoker piece so bad. Like he's my second favorite character. He's my favorite Marine. He's my second favorite character. So I want a Smoker Tsume or Jimmy, whoever. Do a Smoker.
Okay. Anyway, we won't distract anymore, so you can actually start pulling stuff out.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah. We've got Williams.
The only thing I forgot to ask, man, what are you drinking? I see some orange juice there. Was that?
Oh yeah, so I got the orange character, obviously with the red orangish hair. I just got some Powerade, obviously, to chase it down with. But I was drinking this last night too. I was because it's like a limited time thing. I was at Specs. I'm not a big like sugar vodka person, but I love watermelon, so it's called like
Ciroc. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, Ciroc Summer Watermelon. I don't love it, but it's not bad.
It's pretty good. Surprisingly for the Cirocs, that one's actually pretty good.
But shout
out to Melevin. He's in there. He's saying, "What's up, Marcos? Good to see you again."
Mel, what's up, man?
Yeah. So Marcos, man, I know you're like really in tune with Tsume art. I haven't been checking.
Yeah,
I'm getting frustrated, man. I want my Yamamoto.
I know, man.
What's going on with this shipping?
So it went up for pre-order. I remember I showed you November last year. So it's been about 10 months now. So they did say 6 to 8 months it should be in people's hands. So maybe there's say 6 to 8 months in Asian collectors' hands. I don't know if it's been in any Asian collectors' hands, but I did see a post a while back, maybe like late last month, that they did say like first batch shipping. So I'm guessing Asian collectors should be getting it relatively soon. So
I just saw.
Are you able to change that camera over on your end, because it keeps flipping me back and forth? I want to zoom in on you. Is that something you can do for yourself there?
I don't know. I'm on my iPad, so does it keep?
Should be all the same. Yeah, it should be all the same.
Yeah.
I don't need to be zoomed in.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. So
No, I'm saying, are you able to, or
I don't know. I really don't have any powers on like on the iPad. I can't really do anything like administration wise. But so it keeps doing that.
Yeah, it keeps flipping me back and forth for some reason. Not sure why. It's kind of annoying.
Let me just go on like outside of the app, and I guess I'll just use the like the URL shit. So I'll be right back. You and Lane talk about other stuff. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right, sounds good. Let's get back over here.
I can mention something, collectibles related today. So, William, I don't know, and guys in chat, have you played Magic the Gathering? Obviously, you probably are familiar just in any bit at all with that.
Familiar with it. My daughter used to play it a lot. Like the cards, she used to go with her friends and stuff like that and play Magic.
Yeah.
I don't have the processor in my mind to play it, so it gets a little bit challenging. There he is.
Yeah. No.
Let's see. Maybe let me.
Now you're.
Yeah. See, so when I do that, Marcos, it there you go. There you go. Yeah, if you're able to change it, I don't think it's going to do the flip flop thing anymore.
All right, cool. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, cool.
All right, Lane, you were saying Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, so this weekend they had a launch because they've started to do how they've been making money and sucking people out of money lately. They've been doing crossovers, like they have started a Final Fantasy VII using kind of the look and style from the remake trilogy they've been doing. But this weekend they had a Spider-Man, and that was a big thing. But today I picked up a couple boosters. I haven't played Magic in 27 years. It's been a long time. But this pack right here, guys, that has Spider going on it, Ghost Spider.
Yeah.
This pack, which is a 15 like standard kind of card booster, costed $50.
Holy crap!
This was a $50 special. Was it? Yeah, collector's booster. It says on here.
That's a deposit on an in-art piece.
Yeah. So this was a $50 pack because it's supposed to have a better chance of giving you like some collector like higher end cards, because there are some that in here expect that are already going for $1,000. Like would only come from these packs.
Wow.
So I had one of the, and then these are like the standard packs. I just bought a couple today because it's Spider-Man, but this pack and another one I got from a place about a mile from my house. It's a card game. Used to have like PC game where you could rent time, stuff like that.
Right.
But I've had like $165 worth of store credit there for like since 2020 that I've never used because I don't really go, because all the miniature games I used to play have been discontinued.
Right.
So I just said to hell with it. I was like, I'll take one of those packs because I probably will do a live, just like, because it's basically like a gambling thing. That's all it is. It's playing to the gambling thing.
Well, I mean, if you have the credit, it's not bad.
Yeah, and I still have like almost $100 still left. So I just said, what the hell? I'll do it.
Is it more worth keeping it sealed? Because I don't know much about, I used to.
Well, no, it's probably looking for that maybe a couple of years from now, but it's more about if you get one of the super rare cards.
Right.
All right. Mario's moving us over slowly but surely.
Yep. I just wanted to show you art box. I think Tsume is doing a pretty cool job with their art boxes right now. I know it's an art box, but it has like the Nami logo right here. Oh gosh. Break my yeah. Then it has her bounty right there. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yep.
And then the backside gives you like some information.
Did Tsume just put up recently? Did they just put up like a new boa Hancock recently that's like $1,100? Or was that Tsume?
No, I have the boa right here, right behind where I'm about to put it, but it's a pretty old statue. And then it has like information like the height, weight, all that stuff right there. So our box, you'll never see it again after I box it up. So there we go.
Yeah, Sume's putting out a Jiraiya. They did a Dandadan Okarun. That still has 100 pieces left. They have this other character for One Piece. Like I don't watch One Piece, so I don't really know.
Oh yeah,
Carrot.
Sumi just put up a new one.
Yeah, they just put up Carrot. There's another. There's like 100 left of Carrot. 1/6 scale. It's a pretty cool piece. But I'm more of a Bleach fan, so.
Let me just say this real quick.
Lane, this Carrot looks more like White Rabbit. I think you like it.
Oh yeah, I know who Carrot is. I don't watch it on the right thing, but I know some of the main characters.
So shout out.
That's her transform state.
What's up? Yeah, I think someone might be doing a White Rabbit here soon since she's on Peacemaker. So don't be surprised if you see a White Rabbit.
Oh yeah.
Also, certificate of authentication it always has like a note right here, has a little plaque, nothing crazy. I don't have instructions though. That's the only thing I'm kind of pissed off.
Well, do they normally make them with instructions?
No, they don't. I forgot. They give you like a QR code, and I just gotta find it.
You gotta scan it.
Yeah, it's like on the box.
So Marcos, is it me or does Tsume go above and beyond with some of this stuff? They do like the placard, the note, some of these other things. I really enjoyed the extras.
That's a lot. That's a lot more than
most.
Sorry, go ahead. Than like Prime One does, and they charge you more sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they're kind of top of the game when it comes to anime pieces, man. They do such a good work.
I think they're the best in the game for anime right now and licensed pieces. Like this is like a very small detail, but like the packaging you get around pieces. Like this is like this is the first time I've gotten an Tsume piece. It's like super soft and like I don't know how to explain it. It's like the best feeling paper to go around like statue pieces I've ever felt in my life. Like, it obviously costs more money than what we usually get, so that's cool.
I think the only other company was J&D used to do I think Prime One also used to do the silk, like the black silk around the pieces. They don't do it anymore. Obviously, it'd be a lot more expensive. So that's good.
I have it's not a huge thing, but I love Todd in Spec Fiction, but dude, I've always got like a broken piece in every fucking statue I've got ordered from him, dude. It's not big, it's a clean break. I can easily glue it on. It's not a big deal.
Marcos, it's not Todd, it's anime pieces, man.
Hold up. I am not blaming Todd. I'm just saying I have the worst luck with him, meaning every piece I always get from him has an issue. Like I said, it's not his fault, but I just have bad luck. I'm like 6 for 7 breaks. I'm like, God damn, man. So broken piece, clean break. I'll glue it on. It's not a big deal. Kind of sucks still, but it is what it is. I'll get a close up real quick of the base. It has a really good paint job, which I really liked when I pre-ordered it, like around the chocolate and everything.
Oh yeah,
it's like a really glossy look.
The one Tsume piece I really liked that I had thought about getting like way back. It's been a while now. I think over a year when they originally put it up was the that Harley Quinn with like the whole like roller coaster and the Joker moving eyes stuff. That big like nightmare fun land and stuff with her and stuff. But the only problem was it was supposed to be of her and she looked so small and like just the whole base is just this whole thing that I was like, well, I'll see that in 3 years.
Hey Marcos, why does that give me Alice in Wonderland vibes? That base, like it just.
So, not a huge spoiler, but this statue is based off an arc called Whole Cake Island. It's Big Mom's territory, who's a Yonko, and her islands are all food based because she's a gluttonous. That's her thing. She's a gluttonous, and so like every island they go to is made of.
Didn't she have like 40 kids or something like that?
She has she used to be like a baddie and then she became fat because she's had like 9,000 kids. But 100% like she so she's a big lady. I have the statue right there from Jimmy. But so every town and island is just based off like there's like Chocolate Town, there's like Candy Cane Town, everything. So it definitely has some like Alice in Wonderland vibes because like her power too is like she takes people's souls and puts them in like objects. So like that tree is a human being that she took the soul away and put it in a tree basically. So there's a bunch of things like that. I'm trying to find this QR code real quick. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, because I'm never gonna watch it, so I don't know much about the characters.
Yeah.
No, but no, the base looks good. The chocolate actually looks like chocolate. But yeah, when you had the close up of it, I'm like, man, that give me Alice in Wonderland vibes,
Yep.
just with the colors and everything else, and just the style.
That's what I was trying to do for sure. Man, that sucks though. God damn, man, just bad luck me and Tom. Love to you to death, but
So word of advice: just carry some Zappa Gap with you if you don't have it, and then
I have it.
Zap
I have a Gorilla Glue right there. I'll do it right after the show's done. Right.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
All right. So next piece is the big old lettuce piece.
Now, out of all these name pieces that we've seen throughout the years and stuff, why did you go with this particular piece?
I loved how they do the bases, like the little line and the black base, and then they have the whole diorama effect. I loved the chocolate thing was the paint job, how they did it, and the proto was really good. And I like the light up effect. It's not a big one. It's like one straight like lightning strike. You guys will see. I really like that. And obviously, Tsume is a quality company.
Sure, yeah.
Nothing to explain about that, obviously, but yeah. So yeah, it's just a tree head right here. Paint job's well done. It's like a clear resin, but they have like a kind of like a different paint job on the leaves.
Right.
I could say I could be picky. And it could be a little bit better, but it's not like bad, So
is it supposed to light up?
No. The only light up is that like lightning strike.
Yeah, usually when they do something like that with the clear resins and the paint, it usually has a light up for it. But it from here it looks good.
Yeah. One thing I'll just mention, if anybody in chat, this is a piece you see tonight, do you maybe get interested in maybe trying to pick up? Spec Fiction does have it in stock right now.
Yeah,
there we go. It was sold out for a while, so he may have gotten a new one. So that's good.
It's like $1,500. It's expensive.
Yeah, a little bit more than I think. There's no doubt about that. Okay.
I mean, look, honestly, the way I see it, if you really, really love the piece, then invest the money in it. We know it's expensive. The hobby is expensive. Everything's been going up, no matter what company. Even the custom society prices are going up. So it's just the way the factories want to do things, and they mark up, so everybody else gets marked up. Exactly. If you absolutely love the art and you love the piece, I'm always a fan of just go ahead and invest in it.
My thing is put a PO down if it's not the craziest price, like
right.
At least you have it, shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know I've been going back and forth, putting a pre-order down on finally that third scale Dancer J&D Harley, the second platinum line one, but to put the base amount you have to put down is $750.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh, I can afford it. I can afford it, but
I know it's not like the sexiest thing to say, but you can sell POs too if it's a really popular piece and get even more money back.
I don't know if that one is going to be though.
Exactly, but I'm saying some pieces like this one was sold out almost everywhere, like you said earlier, Lane. So my thought process, I was keeping it regardless. So I'm like, if I had to sell it, I think I could sell it. The PO.
Yeah. Dinesh is saying he wants the Tsume buggy, but he hasn't pulled the trigger yet.
I have that on pre-order too. Yeah.
You need to pull the trigger. Just stop playing around. Pull the trigger.
Yeah, just do it, man. Fucking do it. And then Jimmy already teased their buggy, so maybe wait, if you haven't seen like the unpainted prototype, maybe look at that and maybe you make your decision right there. But...
Yeah, that's so in terms of what you're seeing on the QR code, is the instructions a little more complicated, or is it seem fairly simple? Because we know when we do Prime 1 stuff, it's super complicated.
Oh yeah. This is not too bad. It's pretty straightforward, but it's still an anime piece, so it's gonna be.
And what piece are you putting on right now? Like I didn't see any.
It's like an effect piece. Okay.
So how many total pieces does it look like this thing is?
Oh shit! I can look it up right now. I didn't check that for some reason.
Did you say it was 3 layers?
Yeah, 3 layers. It is. The biggest number I see is 40.
Oh, jeez.
But it's a lot of small pieces, not like 40 big pieces.
Yeah. No, but that's giving me flashbacks to Harley Who Laughs, because there was a bunch of a bunch of little tiny stupid debris pieces to stick onto like the base and everything, not including the because like I did end up actually using the like change for
the
hyenas, because I used her alternate hand, which was her snapping her finger, like she's about to snap it for them to attack. So
it's a lot when Lane had to sit down several times to read
that I mean, anybody, I'll tell you guys, if any of you, and Jimmy, this is you with some of those pieces, because I know you got coming soon that the endoskeleton from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That piece doesn't look too bad for third scale and everything. It's in one box, but if you ever, Jimmy decides like buy a Baver Transformer, I would definitely not ever even think in a million years of life, because that's going to be like 60 to 80 pieces at least. So you get to stick together. Some, that'll just be inside your like little finger or something like that. But there are plenty of these anime pieces with like trying to remember, what was that really big one with one of the villains that was it Madara? No, was it Madara?
You're talking about Madara? Was it Naruto? I mean, what anime are we talking about?
It was the Naruto, but it was one that was well known for having like his big green energy attack waves was like 30 some odd inches tall with it.
Wait, what company?
I don't remember.
Was it Brawly? Brawly usually has green effects.
No. It was Naruto, one of the main villains.
Maybe what's his
I
name?
It's not Madara.
Orochimaru?
No, it wasn't Orochimaru. It was one of the main bad guys, like one of the final, like Ninja War.
Obito?
I think it was it Obito?
No, it can't be Obito. I don't remember any of them having large green energy.
He had. No, it wasn't Sasuke's brother.
No.
Maybe it was.
No, his brother does more genjutsu stuff, so there's no like crazy.
It was Madara. It was a piece of
Madara?
his. Yeah, it was a Madara piece.
Me and Will just nerded the hell out of Naruto. Like, who is it? Obito? Is it Shisui? Like, I was like,
no,
we're fucking.
It was by ASVCollectibles, I think.
Yeah, okay.
It was the Madara.
Oh, okay.
That was huge.
Yeah, the only one I remember being like,
inches tall.
If it was a one piece and it was large, was that Luffy? I think it was Gear 4, where he's like, he's got the large hand and he's doing like this big ball thing. I can't remember that. That was
I love Luffy's Gear 5 design. I think he looks really cool.
Yeah, Toon Force, baby. Toon Force,
yeah. So what? So I know they're both kind of OP, but Saitama or Luffy?
Well, Saitama is kind of like a cheat code, but Luffy literally has Cartoon Network powers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like a cheat code too.
Well, Saitama, Saitama also has kind of like Ariel from Dr. Slumpin and Dragon Ball. I mean, he's got the like comic relief mega buff that just makes it like, so he breaks. It doesn't matter. He just breaks the reality of things. Despite all the memes of like, I just beat Goku, and they're like, no, it's Yamcha. Oh, that was Yamcha.
I would say about Saitama, he has the greatest power. He has the biggest plot armor of all time in any story. So it's a funny way to do it, though.
I want to be excited to see something just kind of damage him a little bit. I know it's like against the grain of the anime. But it's like every time something happens or he fights, it's like.
Well, his fight against like Orochi and everything, like at the end of the Monster Society arc, was actually a pretty decent fight.
So I'll show this piece. Since all the other pieces are basically just chocolate pieces, there weren't anything crazy. This is like the first. It's an ice cream cone. It's like green. The paint job looks really good. Like they did the chocolate really well. Like the paint job. The green is like a green ice cream.
Wasn't it during the Big Mom arc that during the Big Mom arc, isn't that when Nami got turned into like a bunny girl for a bit?
Bunny girl?
Yeah, didn't she?
I don't think she did. I'm trying to remember. God, I haven't seen Whole Cake Island in like 8 years.
I mean, it was wild. I thought she got turned into a bunny girl. like anthropomorphized for a little while. She
Maybe
didn't know
she
she
did.
was Nami. She didn't remember she was Nami for a bit.
She might have. I can't remember that though off the top of my head.
That might even be before Big Mom.
This piece has a really good paint job though. I would say that. Everything's been painted well. Another humanoid little I forgot what she calls them, like homies or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like humans and obviously clones of Nami, of course. Yeah, Dinesh.
So when they turn into those food items, do they get eaten by her, or they just stay like that forever?
They can, and she uses that over them for sure. She's like a top 5 strongest character in the anime or manga too.
Right.
She kind of became a joke. It was a big miss for Moto. He can't be perfect, even though he's the best of all time. But he kind of messed up a little bit with her character, I would say. She's still pretty badass, though. There's no doubt. Like she's a fucking animal. Dinesh can probably back me up with that. She's an absolute animal.
So, here's a good One Piece question. So, who do you think is going to be the last Straw Hat to finally join, which is supposed to join in the final arc, or has been saying for like 10 years?
There's a character in the There's a character.
I know everybody thought it was going to be Yamato,
and thank God, thank the fucking Lord that Oda did that. She was the worst written character he's ever had in the whole anime. Thank
a lot of people
Lord,
like
dude.
you. A lot of people like Yamato, bro.
No, a lot of people
very
like her.
Annoyed.
A lot of people like her, and a lot of people fucking hate her. And she's the most divisive character of all time. There's a new character in the new arc. It's a very Norse mythology, and Dinesh kind of put it out. Loki. People keep theorizing him. I think he might, but it'll be so hard to do it.
And this final arc is going to go probably to like 2032, so there's plenty of time.
Yeah, that's true too. But I hope so. This is like a hope and a wish. I hope Bon Clay becomes a Straw Hat. He's helped him out so much in the past. He escapes prison and kind of joins the crew. I would hope that. And he has a really good devil fruit power too. So
I just hope they don't. I hope Oda doesn't not wait too long before they just finally do it, so you can see the final Straw Hat actually do some stuff with the team for a little bit. But I remember Yamato. Everybody thought Yamato was going to join, like
everybody
2019.
Everybody thought she was.
And Oda basically said it and then like kind of pulled back.
Because she was so divisive. She was so divisive. People like this.
I don't know. Most of the stuff I saw were people just mad because you like told us she was going to do it and then you pulled it back at the last second.
All right, I'm trying
to well, I know a couple of people reading who were annoyed by that. I just think of Yamato with that because they were like, "No, she's joining," and then she didn't, and they were like, one of them stopped reading One Piece for like a year because, like, they were like, "Oh, they played the." Yamato's going to join in the future at some point. Like, it's going to be an off panel after the main adventure is over.
Yeah. Something. Oda rated himself in a circle on that one. It was horrible.
Well, I didn't hear that arc was the best of all.
It wasn't the best.
Although it had some really
cool
parts.
So this is Zeus right here. It's a character that Nami has taken full control of. It was a character or weapon that Big Mom used, but everybody simps over Nami, as Dinesh and Lane would know. And she even got a little homie named Zeus simping over her. So
apparently even Oda does too, since he married a Nami cosplayer for 20 plus years.
I forgot about that. Yeah. So this is not like a polystone. This is like they even said it when they were first showing this. It's like a foam, but it's like a hard foam. Because obviously it's hanging up on this. So I'm guessing they're worried about it like tipping over time, and it's like 3 pounds, but it's maybe I can do this. It's still like a hard. I don't know what the fuck it is, honestly. It's like a foam though. It's weird, but it's still hard.
I mean, so here's a question. Knowing that, do you feel that it takes the value out? Like they're going to charge you for some hard foam? You know what I mean?
No, because they the thing is, like I said, when they promoted it, they told us it wasn't like it was something that came in second. Like right when they promoted it, the first video. They said that they're gonna do like this type of foam thing. I don't know. You hear it though, right? It's still like
it sounds hollow.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they got mixed up with foam, like because they're French too. So maybe the words got translated weirdly. I don't know. Right. But it's not like a full polystone. I'll say that at least. Okay, where does this go?
Well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, the only other thing I think it's like it's roll casted, which makes it really light and hollow like that. But I don't know about switching up the material, and it doesn't make any sense to me. If you were to knock it, like I mean, unless it's like roll casted and then they filled it with foam to make it lighter and a little more durable, then I can understand that. But who knows how their factory processes these lighter, large pieces? Yeah.
I don't know either, man.
Yeah, so that's really interesting that they did that.
I cannot, and the instructions it doesn't have this one piece, so I got to figure out which one it is, which kind of sucks. I think it's the one I grabbed. All right.
So are you supposed to put the other pieces on first and then place that one?
I'm guessing so. That's what it's looking like. Or at least this one piece, and then put on, because there's a good amount of holes on this too. If you can see, like,
right? Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, so there's a lot of holes, honestly. But I'm guessing this is the only piece that would be kind of hard to put on with it, like on it, I guess. Why does it go though?
They didn't have a installation video that you could watch.
You probably do.
You know,
they probably do. I just didn't look it up.
If anybody in the chat wants to watch that video and help Marcos with the instructions, that'd be kind of cool.
Just this one weird piece. I don't know where it goes. I blame Lane because I'm always right.
And the pegs aren't color coded. Sometimes they color code the pegs.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's this. I don't know. That's why I hate doing anime pieces on unboxing, but I promised Will I would do it, so my dumb ass did it. So
no, we have to. You know, I've done plenty of unboxings the last.
Which one? It has to be.
My ass off trying to figure out how to put the pieces in. I'm just glad I didn't do Jetwing Live. That's the only one I'm glad I didn't.
I think I found. Oh yeah, that one.
No, that would be the absolute worst statue to put together. It was. Ever.
It was because it took me 3 hours.
The edit
was 45 minutes, so I took out a lot of time from it, man. It was a lot.
Jimmy's like, dude, you got to do Blackbeard and Luffy. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try. And then I saw the boxes and everything. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this line. I can't. I would not do that to myself.
Well, Marcos can just remember back how with one huge box how much of a fight I had with the
Harley
who laughs a few months back. That thing was
that thing kicked your ass.
Yeah, well, I still actually think Hellbat was worse because that had all the so many switch outs and stuff, even more than the Harley, because with the arms and everything. But I just saw someone put up the first video for today for a video review of the Flashpoint Batman, the accompanying piece of the Bane on Throne.
I love that piece, dude.
Yeah, I was it was originally, I think, in Spanish, but they had like a AI English or something. But I watched it, and that piece is, I got him because that's maybe my best statue coming.
Nice.
It's one of the 3 I have on pre-order right now, and it's pretty not a ton of pieces to it. It's going to be an easy one to put together. More like a sideshow premium format level of stuff.
There we go.
There it is.
There you go.
Fit into the hole. Something
I knew you could. I knew you could do it.
I never could find the hole in my whole life. That's why I'm still single.
You need some hair on it?
Boy, man, you literally took the words right out of my mouth.
You're thinking it. I said it. There we go. So I'm gonna take a little drinky break.
Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it. We see you sweating, man. That's a good sign,
man.
We're just missing Freddie here. Freddie to give you a little hard time.
I know. And when Will's sweating, we get the glistening, bald head, So.
Oh yeah, no. Today, surprisingly today, actually, normally I just trim it, but today I bought some new razors and I just I'll just shave it clean, keep it nice and clean. But yeah, sometimes it glistens a little too much on the camera. But Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for you to finish this piece. I want to see some close-ups. I was trying to find instructional videos, but they didn't really have any. It's just people posting their stuff.
Yeah. So a big old lightning bolt. This will go right like under the Zeus part and like right there with the middle piece. So how does it go?
I honestly and I know Marcos, we talked about this a little bit, but I might start getting rid of some of my collection here.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah,
You
I think
faker?
I might downgrade and get rid of most of my stuff here.
Oh, okay. I see why they. Okay, so that makes sense. So you know, there's that normal paper like this that you usually get around the pieces.
Yeah.
And there's this like fancy one. So they put the fancy ones around like the high like the high quality, like the bodies, the good paint job on the chocolate. So the areas that are scared of like wear and tear, I guess, from this, they put the good stuff on. So that makes sense. Good on Tsume.
Well, I mean, it makes sense to an extent. I mean, I think everything based off the investment, I want the good shit around every piece.
That's true.
You know?
You're not wrong. Hey, but Will, shit, at least we're getting that half of it. Like with Prime 1, you get the basic shit. You get no band around the white box. You just get tape, you know? So
Yeah.
You know, so shit. Gotta take any win we can get around this fucking hobby. I mean, oh shoot, Nami. Yeah, there we go. My bad. I don't know why I didn't show it. This is Nami's bro. My bad. I don't know what I was doing. There we go. That's everyone. The body looks good. It looks proportionate to like the character, obviously. I don't know if this is like a real piece. Let me see. Take it off. Yeah. So it's like a fake rod. Yeah. To keep her hands. So they put this little like plastic rod in between her hands, so it doesn't like break, I guess. So it doesn't break.
Right. Yeah. For shipping. Jimmy from Godlike wants to know what the hell you're wearing.
A green shirt and yellow shorts. I don't know.
I thought the white stripe is a theme. So
you can take everything off.
Marcos is being a spoiled banana.
Spoiled banana.
You know, I think Marcos should have had like a chocolate drink to go with this.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, or a cheesecake.
A cheesecake
with some like strawberry, like.
Oh, Lane.
And then you take shots of whip, and you just take shots of whip.
Lane, speaking of cheesecake, what the hell? Next piece up. Look, man, you're just like right on it, dude. Good. Next piece up.
There it is.
So the paint job on this is really good, actually. There's like pink and blues, a little bit of greens.
The problem for Marcos, after you finish this piece, is you're gonna have to eat like an ice cream sandwich or something.
Oh no, I cannot do that. I'll throw up right now if I did that.
Jimmy, you're asking Marcos, what are you wearing while you're sitting at the computer? Or do we not want to know?
Yeah, dude. What is the fit that atrocious? I don't know. Yellow and green.
Yeah.
I can always send Jimmy a link so we can see what he's wearing.
Exactly, Jimmy. Hop on, dude. Talking shit from the sidelines, buddy.
Well, he's usually in front of the camera, being front and center most of the time, saying, "Here I am," Also, though, while being like, "Hey, can you see my alien head bust? Do you see the big chap there?" You
got the Homer Simpson special right here, the donut. And donuts are very important in this arc, as Dinesh would know. And I think, Lane, you probably know, too, why donuts are important in this arc. One of the best villains not even villain, just the antagonist of all time. Donut Boy.
One of my favorite antagonists, because that's when I actually did almost watch the entire thing because it went on forever at the time, was Don Flamingo.
Yeah, Don Flamingo is the best villain.
But he was a great villain. But now, do I think he overstayed his welcome because it helps One Piece drag on for 2 years?
Disgusting what they did with that.
That's another thing I will say. Oda's time timing for how he does some of his arts. It's like sometimes
It's
he
weird.
can go relatively quickly, and then he can stuck on a day for like 2.5 years
Yeah.
of art time. There, and you're like, not even. I'm just amazed. I know he said there might be another time skip at some point.
Yeah, I think that there will be. He said that there's a possibility of it. I think maybe after Elbath and there may be one more arc, there might be a time skip. Because like if you think about it, all the other big pirate crews, they were with each other in their 30s, you know? Like the Straw Hats are 20, 21, you know, like a couple of them are 40, but they're all relatively young.
So he could do several years again, maybe.
Yes, for sure.
Or something. And that way also he can do one more massive costume change for everybody. or that could be a way to explain why they get some new, like, my ultimate final technique kind of tournament build that usually can happen all of these.
Yep.
Nice guy said he wished the Tsume line was 1/6 scale to match up with the other companies. It makes sense.
It does, but at the same time, dude, this would match up with 1/6. Like I said, the characters are so out of proportion. Like it doesn't matter. Like 1/6 and 1/7. Tsume's quality, yeah, top tier. They're like the best anime for sure. J-Main's good too. I have the Gecko. I have an issue with Gecko Moria. I've had it just boxed up right now in my room. It's annoying, but it's a good piece if it works.
You know who kind of has been dropping off a little bit in terms of the anime stuff that I haven't seen too much or putting out is Figurama. I used to really like
them and Infinity.
Yeah. I think what was that last piece Infinity put out? That was that Super Saiyan 3 Dragon, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that was was that Infinity? I think so. I think it was.
Super Saiyan 3, wasn't that Prime one with Mega House?
Yeah, Prime one had it, but Infinity did one where it's like the large dragon with Goku as Super Saiyan 3.
Oh yeah, the Dragon Fist Assault one.
Yeah. So that was a pretty dope piece. Really big. I was actually interested in picking that piece up, but I'm like, I don't want to start jumping on Dragon Ball lines and stuff like that. So nice guy. Figurama is trying to finish up the backlog. A lot of them should be shipping soon. Yeah, it sounds like XM Studio.
Well, supposedly they are supposed to be by the end of the year caught up on all their Marvel and I think Disney stuff, and then they'll just be behind for 3 more years on all their DC stuff.
So a little I forgot what she calls them. Dinesh, help me out, but they're like her little army. Like they're basically her pawn pieces.
Those look like guys that should have been in Adventure Time.
Right.
Like serving Sir Banana or something like that.
I'm telling you, Alice in Wonderland theme, man. Didn't the Queen have all them little minions that look like that? Well, they look like cards.
Well, they cards.
Yeah.
No, Oda 100% said that this is very much influenced by that. So
yeah.
Oh yeah. But Oda, for all the fun I like to make sometimes with One Piece and stuff, it definitely has not, at least storytelling wise, over 25 years, you're going to maybe feel a little bit of repetition and stuff of some of the story type lines and everything. But I think overall, One Piece, relatively speaking, has managed to always, where even if you feel some of the tropes come back around and stuff like that, has always managed to have either really interesting designs to the characters,
yeah,
or the area or something, so that there are things that, especially since obviously he's doing a comic, so the art portion of it that helps pull you into it can make a big difference. In comparison to sometimes some other shows, like I think Boruto is a continuation of Naruto. I think that one ran kind of into a storytelling funk.
Same thing with like Dragon Ball Z and then like Bleach. Like the good thing about One Piece is like every island's a new story completely. Like it's different characters, different vibes. Like Bleach,
Oda is very much like, it's kind of amazing he's been able to want to keep doing it for stuff like even the creator of Demon Slayer. He easily could have gotten out of his manga story probably at least another 3, 4, or 5 volumes of material just going into backstory. Like he could have had backstory arcs like just that were about the backstories of the bad guys or something. They told a bunch of that, but like in supplemental material. I mean, they even tell you what happens to everybody when they reincarnate, because they all reincarnate in similar time frames.
Right.
But he just didn't want to keep doing it for that long.
Do you think Lane, that Demon Slayer, the way the manga ended, they're gonna kind of continue it? Maybe with the anime or something, in terms of how I know it.
Well, they're going to be doing the anime till at least 2029, so they ain't got to worry about doing anything for a bit.
Yeah.
At the minimum. But Demon Slayer, one of the things I think that works for that series is that it did kind of tell its story without going on forever. It's not. There is some now. Like I said, there probably would have been some neat things if he had even just a couple other volumes, like some of the bad guys, seeing them fleshed out, or maybe even seeing, specific chapters, which was about each of the bad guys at different points, even flashback chapters or something that could have fleshed them out a little bit more. But I think I would just say maybe the final arc with the Infinity Castle, because I've not read the manga, but I kind of know the general gist of where it goes. Right. It didn't reinvent the wheel for telling its story, but it may have been a little rushed getting to all the big fights, because it was like, it still to me wasn't as good as, say, Yu Yu Hakusho with the Dark Tournament arc, like the final battle in the Dark Tournament arc, like that's kind of what it felt like. It's that. Even more than Dragon Ball was kind of the here's the layout, how to do your tournament, or the power up leading up to some kind of series of battles against the bad guys, or like how they did it in Rurouni Kenshin during the Meiji arc or the Kyoto arc with, again, Shishio and his 10 swords.
Right.
How they built up to the individual fights leading them.
That's my big issue with Demon Slayer. It's like it felt so rushed at the end. Everything felt rushed, and it's because of laziness of the writer. I felt like, and I could be wrong, but still, that's just my opinion.
Well, the thing is, I think, however, the anime I actually think is one of the times where the anime is. I just think Demon Slayer works better in color. I think having it in the animated format now it helps that it's not having animation to remind you of Berserk 1997 or something. But I think the manga artist style, I think, is really good. Like, it's very, very pretty. Right. Like, it's just going to be, for me, I'm never going to say Oda or in his team, for as good as they do, Oda's style I do not find it pretty. For the most part, like in just black and white, I don't like it. But I'm not a huge manga guy, because I prefer color. I just, I've read American comics, or I'm just used to that. If I was in Japan, okay, sorry guys,
no, you're good.
Whoa. No, my screen went out. I was like, whoa, what just happened?
There you go.
But this is one of the things for me, something like a statue like this, for Nami's statue, this actually helps accentuate how much sometimes I think I miss from One Piece, because I get to see the characters in color, kind of see even parts, like with the background here and the base being able to show some of the world that I don't think you see in the manga fully. And Oda's work, sometimes for the actual colored, like, cover pages for the chapters and stuff, when you see his artwork actually colored up and everything, it looks amazing. I think it looks gorgeous. Am I going to compare it to like Jorge Jimenez or something like that? Maybe not. But that's because he does more Western style.
Well, and also he does. And you think about it, Oda does week to week, unlike those guys do. So they have a lot more time.
Where they have to try and do it in a month. Well, there's a reason that Oda has a lot of people helping him, though.
For sure.
But yeah, the life of a mangaka, guys, if you're not aware or something like that, it is brutal. That's why all of those men and women have a lot of health issues.
Yeah,
other things, because they work 7 days a week for, like, now a lot of them get canceled early, but if you are a successful person, say even like Demon Slayer, where you have a run of a manga that gets an anime or is really popular for like 3, 4 years, 5 years, guess what? They're working 7 days a week. The more popular you get, the less time you have.
Right.
Because they want more stuff, or they're trying to get you to do promotional stuff. Like one of the luckiest ladies ever in all of as a manga artist or manga creator was Naoka Taka. I'm not going to say her Takeuchi or
Takaguchi.
Yeah, the creator of Sailor Moon, because she already had money because her parents were wealthy. And she got to work. I mean, she worked hard, while Sailor Moon was running. But now these days, she made enough money. Now she also married the guy who created Yu Yu Hakusho. Seeing a picture of them circa like 1995, like his apartment looked like a junk heap, and his famous picture, and she was sitting on a porch. That's a famous comparison of them.
That usually makes sense for those starting off manga artists.
Yeah.
You got a pile of garbage everywhere in their room.
And well, some of those manga artists these last few years have gotten like they got interesting quirks, like the manga artist of Rent a Girlfriend, who apparently actually likes his own female creation, so he's done like women wearing fake mask things and stuff of her for dates. So you can get like just as weird as it can be here with some things and everything, it can be weird with that too. But I think that Oda's World, part of the best thing, and he's one of those creators like Osamu Osamu. Man, I love screwing up saying Japanese names and stuff. Tezuka, who created like Astro Boy and Galaxy Railways, he was a brilliant creator for like forever.
How many
portraits come with that?
Just one. There's no swap outs with these pieces. Yeah. There's like
that's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
A lot of Tsume pieces US are usually under like $800, and that's one of the ways they help keep one of the reasons our pieces like from freaking Prime One get up so much is because they're like, well, we're gonna do 3 head sculpts and like 4 different arms, or some extra stuff that we can add to $500 to the price.
But in hindsight, that's just an upcharge of the company, because it doesn't cost that much to add an extra portrait from a factory, because they do the stuff. So I mean, knowing a little bit about the stuff, they charge you more for paint. Like if you use 10 different color paints, they'll charge you for it. So if you have 3 different portraits and a couple of them take different paint, then they'll add. So I think it's just more of a markup, and it's just kind of justified to the consumer. Hey, you got 12 arm swap outs and 16 heads, and that's why it's $4,000. It's like, it doesn't really cost that much to manufacture that many pieces, but it's just the way of the business in terms of license companies and stuff. That's the thing with license, right? They got to pay for the license. It's super expensive, and fan art, you don't have to deal with all that stuff. So Marcos, in terms of this, did you get a companion piece for Nami for this piece yet?
Well, Tsume Chopper 1/7. He's already, Tsume. I will get the Brook. I haven't got the Brook yet. I still need to get.
Do you have a direction? Like, if you look at my collection, I kind of have a direction of each person I like to put next to each person, right? So, like with my love interest, I got Emma, Cyclops, and Dark Phoenix, right?
Okay, I see what you're saying. So when I get all my straw hats lined up, Luffy's in the middle. Obviously, Gear 5 Luffy's going to probably be in the middle. And then on his right hand, will be the right hand man and Zoro. By his left, it will be Sanji. And then next to Sanji would probably be Nami. Like, Sanji's side would be like the lighter side of the Straw Hat crew, and then the Zoro side would be kind of the darker side, like Robin and maybe Frankie, or Frankie might be at the lighter side. Brooke maybe would be on Robin's side, maybe Jinbei, then Chopper, Usopp and Nami would be probably on Sanji's side. Like that's my direction with them. Like the lighter side characters would be on Sanji's side, and the darker side characters would be on the Zoro side, and then Luffy in the middle with his right hand man and left hand man. That's my direction with all the Straw Hats.
So Nice Guy was asking, did you get the Jimmy Shanks?
Yeah, I actually ordered it 2 nights ago. So I saw it was getting sold out everywhere. I don't know how legit that is, but I saw Sideshow had it up for a good price compared to other companies. Like I think Hexapus had it like 2,400. I'm like, oh fuck that, dude. So Sideshow was 1,400. I bet you shipping's gonna be 300, and then taxes on Sideshow, what 150 probably. So.
He said no.
Well, you don't like the Jimmy Shanks? I don't love it, but I do like it though. It's grown on me, if that makes sense.
So
yeah, Sideshow too. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. He said it's cheaper. Sideshow is cheapest. Yeah.
And the thing with Sideshow, you get a lot of security with them when you buy stuff. Like if there's a break, like I've had pieces that broke and like they give me full money back, and it's not even a big break. I'm like, all right, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't really want the piece that much anymore, but they're like, hey, here's a full money. I'm like, it's like literally the break I got on this piece. Like, yeah, full money back. I'm like, all right.
Is that did that count for what's that, the second chance? Sideshow has their second chance, and usually it's the box.
Yeah, probably. And then also this is like little staff that come together. I'm about to put it together. It's pretty long actually though. But let me put it together real quick. Why did I say no though when I said Sideshow and Shanks? Ask him. Sideshow. I mean, Nice Guy. Why no?
No. He said he likes the Shanks.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I like it too. I didn't love it at first, but it's definitely grown on me, like over and over and over and over. Like looking at it, Tsume Shanks is cool. I like Tsume Shanks too, but I wish it was bigger though. To Nash, I wish it was like comparable, not as big as Blackbeard, but I wish it was kind of in that range. It's such a cool concept. I love that scene of Shanks. So I wish it was a bigger piece. I would have got that piece if it was bigger. I love that Tsume Shanks piece. I'm gonna take one more shot. We're almost there. I feel like we just got a bunch of little pieces now. I feel so.
You keep taking them shots, you're gonna have a hard time putting the rest of them little pieces.
Nah, not a chance, baby.
Yeah,
I'm a soldier. I gotta wake up at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow too. So there we go.
You got plenty of time.
I'm a monster, baby. I can do this all day.
Yeah, well, wait till you get to mine and Lane's age. You're not gonna be a monster anymore. Guarantee you that.
Dude, after work today, because I woke up at 4 a.m. Got back when I texted y'all around 8.
Yeah.
I was tired, bro. I didn't know if I wanted to do this, honestly. But 1-2 shots in, I was like, I'm ready.
I mean, that happened last week too, remember?
Yeah, I did.
Like every week, man. No, it's all good.
All right, so 29.
So Mr. Popo says there's a guy selling his Jim and Whitebeard 3K. And he's tempted.
Oh, so
he has Whitebeard already, so.
Yeah. Oh, keep that one, man. You don't need the Jim A one. That Ryu Whitebeard is I think it's the better one, but they did mess up with the no back tattoo. That pisses me off. I don't know why they did that shit, but look how many One Piece fans we have tonight. Will, you keep painting on One Piece. We got all these One Piece fans here, baby. I love it. Because
we're unboxing One Piece, man.
Let's go.
Wait till I do Yamamoto. I'm pretty sure we'll get a bunch of Bleach fans.
Nah, Bleach is dead. Bleach is dead, bro.
1,000-Year War. You still got the Hell arc. I mean, come on.
He has some of the best designs though for characters. I'll say that, but he got repetitive. That's my biggest issue. And, yeah, go ahead.
I'm kind of excited to see if they do the Hell arc and what else is coming through.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like Bleach is kind of like Dragon Ball, just piece. It's just too many transformations.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. And there's a lot of and Bleach has like 1 billion characters too.
Yeah,
I mean, we talk about One Piece having a lot of characters. Bleach went on, maybe not for this long, but Bleach went on for a very long time, and there are freaking 1 billion characters in that anime and that creation too. Although they're mostly known for even more Mega Booby time.
But the thing is, go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
I mean, just think about it too. They can Bleach is such a good story to where you can kind of go back or you can kind of go forward. So let's say they do the Hell arc, then they decide to do the first 13 squad, right, with Yamamoto where he's younger and do that arc. Or talk about all the Kenpachis. I would love to see an arc with just all the past Kenpachis and their Bankais. So there's so much going on there, that I would be interested in. So I'm a big.
I told you, Will. I think my biggest issue with Bleach is that Ichigo ran through the Soul Society in the second arc. I was like, what the fuck? Like that ruined everything. It ruined everything for me.
No, I agree. I agree with Nice Guy. Yeah, Thousand Year War was really rushed. I agree with you on that. I think it could have went a little bit slower. There could have been a little bit more stuff going on.
They're definitely dragging out longer now with the anime. Like they've been definitely Kubo had like 10 years now to kind of he's been working with them. Like it's not they're not changing anything at least so far.
Right.
But they've expanded stuff and allowing stuff to breathe a little bit more.
I say the only thing I didn't like is when they just start killing off the second captains and stuff like that really fast, or just some of the soldiers, some of the Shinigamis that have been there since the beginning of the arc, and then they turn them into zombies. Like it's just like I don't think that was necessary to do something like that because that Aranka girl turns everybody into zombies. So they kind of did the same thing. I think that was kind of poor writing.
And then the Terminators, they get introduced, and then some of them just get run through, and like some of Yorichi's like main guard, they seem to get their asses kicked. But actually, he does the power up and actually sucks up a bunch of the Terminators, and then they're empowered even more powerful than they were before.
Up, dude. Whoa, no Diddy?
And no Diddy.
Oh, Diddy.
No, they're not visiting it. Now, the Bambis may have visited a Diddy party. I don't know.
Yeah,
so I can already tell this piece is hanging off that tree, and the magnet is it's not very strong. So
it's very weak.
Yeah. Let's hope for the best on this piece.
I was gonna say, Marcos, there's this. I was at Harbor Freight the other day. They have this little plastic tool. They got this plastic tool where you can magnetize things. So you can use, like, you can shove a screwdriver in there and magnetize the tip. Maybe that's something you could put there, and it might make that magnet a little bit stronger to hold on there.
Dude, oh my god, this piece is the thing is, I could live without this piece too, though. So I'm gonna just put it down right now.
Another thing, Marco, is get some blue tack because I have
blue tack.
I got some bishop, and that arm still doesn't fall off, and that magnet.
My thing is this though, like this piece is such in the back, it's not gonna be like I can have it.
One thing I will say, one thing I can definitely tell I don't love with this piece. I think it looks great, but it's run into a problem sometimes I run personally just with anime pieces where Nami herself seems to disappear some into the actual piece. Which to me, that is like an amazing job done by the statue team who came up with the concept, laid everything, did the painting, that you can make the main character kind of disappear into the like their job is so great where the main character and kind of the person it's supposed to be about can disappear, kind of become part of the background of the entire piece. But I feel like the character of the piece should be the focus, and everything else should support. That's one thing I'll say with Prime One, like their statue, at least the ones I've got. The Harley. Now it's not. I don't have a huge laundry list of ones that I've had over the years, but like my Harley, my Poison Ivy, they never disappear, or the Hellbat. Like the bases sometimes I wish had. Tsume seemed like they do a pretty good job of these bases don't like completely consume as much space up as sometimes Prime One, but I never feel like the actual central figure of their statues gets lost in the base. The base always feels like it's there as a support. Now sometimes it's just pouring not the best painted rock onto the people or something, but you know kind of what I mean there, right? Well,
the piece I just put in. The instructions are kind of confusing. It points kind of the wrong direction, as you can see right there.
Yeah.
See, it points to the yellow part, and it's actually the hole right next to it. So, gotta do a little bit better than that, Tsume. Come on now. All right. I'm just saying, like, come on.
No, we know that almost every licensed company is terrible with instructions. Everything else is fine.
But I was trying to put it in. I was trying to put it in the thing, and it had like that piece had like a little peg on it, and with a little like metal spike, and there's no metal spike hole. I'm like, this definitely isn't the part where I need to put it in.
Right.
Okay, so 32. We should be done relatively soon, guys. So not too much longer. Just a bunch of little pieces I gotta find. What do you guys think about that J&D school night?
The Skull Knight from J&D.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't really paid much attention to that piece, just based off being extremely busy. But if it's a J&D piece, it's going to be pretty top notch. I mean, most of their stuff is, especially guts. So
Yeah.
I don't doubt it's not going to be at least a 9.5, 9.8 piece. I just haven't really dissected it, and I haven't really looked at it honestly. And usually with J&D, I kind of swipe really fast because I don't like their price point, so I don't really bother too much.
Hater.
What? Sorry, what was your question, Marcos?
I was just saying, what about you, Lan? What do you think
of this?
Of the J&D Skull Knight, Lane, have you checked it out?
Oh yeah, I've looked at like one picture of it. I think it's going to be cool. It's not something I would go to J&D for. I know why they're doing it because it's him on a big ass horse, but I've only looked at one picture of it, kind of, which wasn't a like great one. I think the guts on the one Marcos got looks
right.
better.
Yeah,
but that's because he's standing there. He's standing there, and you get to see. Like, to me, J&D is all about the individual person, whatever the character is, and seeing the detail in the head sculpt and the body and whatever the costume is. So I'm sure Skull Knight will be good or very good, but I mean, there's been some other Skull Knights. Berserk is hard for me because I mean, I don't know how you really top. I think the Guts one's going to be fantastic, like when the final piece comes out. But I don't know. Am I going to be able to say, hey, that completely crushes, or anything that they do for J&D does for Berserk is going to top what Prime 1 has done? I mean, their pieces are so amazing that.
I mean, based off this image I'm looking at, it is pretty heavily detailed and good. It's the scene where he drops down, right, to grab guts.
From during God's Hand.
Yeah, during God's Hand. It looks what you would assume it would look like based off that scene.
Do you think people would probably be in for a J&D salon? Probably.
Oh yeah.
Like 100% they would be in.
Sure.
Now, I admit, from probably what I would like to see from J&D right now is I really, as a Batman statue collector, Chris has talked about, I really want to see them try and do those Captain Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones that they they might be doing, because
that'd be cool. Silicone like tentacles around the head and everything.
Yeah. I mean, I would be interested. That's kind of what I would like them to see, them if they are able to have the license or whatever to do it. I had some people say, well, I want to see them or like Queen do Star Wars. I was like, quite honestly, I don't know if they would do something with top of PCS seems like they're doing right now with their scale Star Wars. Like, they might be as good, but they also, I mean, are they going to be I don't know if they'll be more necessarily, because PCS is already pretty expensive with them. But, I think doing a third scale, obviously we've had different pirate stuff over the years, but that would be in the modern lexicon. Seeing a Davy Jones or something like a Jack Sparrow like that would be something different than they've done. Like, obviously they've done a lot of DC. I mean, and I think they're pieces for some of the Korean movie that they did the latest.
Yeah, they do pretty good with the Korean movie actors and stuff like that. Those are pretty good.
Which you would hope they would. You would hope they would.
Yeah, you would think so. But based off the Skull Knight, I noticed that the base is round and it's not their classic square base.
Yeah, that was nice.
And the scaling is like 93 centimeters, so it's pretty tall. It might be, 93 centimeters, like 40 inches, maybe a little bit shorter than 40 inches. So I'm assuming it's, I don't know, based off what I'm looking at, it doesn't look like a quarter scale because it's so massive, just the base itself with all the demons and the wings and all that other stuff, plus the horse and Skull Knight itself. It might be a 1/6. If it's a quarter scale, it could possibly be. It's very hard to tell from the two pictures and the measurements they give you. So if anybody knows about that, but I don't believe that's a 1/3. The horse would be ginormous. Thanks. Get it? Yeah, so it'd be ginormous. And for those E-Mans in the house, what's up, E-Man?
Email us, everybody.
Yeah. So, but no, it's a pretty dope piece for those Berserk fans. I don't have any Berserk pieces. I don't think I'll ever collect any, because I kind of have a different idea. But as of lately, I'm kind of looking around at my stuff and probably getting rid of maybe most of it. I'm probably keeping my 1/3s. I like my DC 1/3s, and there are a few more 1/3 Justice League characters coming out. So we'll see what happens.
So, so Will, you're gonna sell me that? Not even sell. You're gonna give me that Deadpool.
Oh
free?
yeah, sure. But yeah, I could trade you for your J&D Berserk straight trade.
Yeah, that's a great trade right there, buddy.
I think that sounds like the best trade. You heard it here first. Marcos is all in.
All for it, okay? All for it, man.
Of course, Marcos might include the thing. That just means you have to pay William the other, like, you have to pay like $2,500 of it or something.
Yeah, sure. So I really like this part about Tsume's bases. They have like the emblem of the character right there in front. I just like the clean look of the black and like the color of the character. I really do like that look for some reason. I don't know if people like that, but I do. So that little emblem right there. I've got a couple more pieces, not too many more.
Did you put the battery in for the lights?
No battery. It's a plug-in.
Plug-in? Okay, great. Love.
Which is way better than we got to stop with the batteries, bro. Come on now.
Yeah. I mean, the only time you use batteries is very small pieces like those watch batteries and stuff like that. You have to do that.
We're actually done. Shit. There we go. We just got to open this box up with the light up shit.
There you go.
There we go. I was hoping it was just a cord, but it's like the whole plug-in thing. That kind
you're gonna have to have the power bank to it. Yeah.
I don't know if I can line it up, dude. I gotta plug it into a wall. Okay.
Yeah, usually that's what it is. That's how you're gonna get power to it. You need to plug it in.
Yeah, but usually they come with like a USB cord sometimes, so I can plug it in like my laptop and just have it right there. So. Let me bring a cord as far as I can, I guess. Let me get it right. And it comes with multiple like little things because like China people have different China people. My bad. People in China have different could have China people. Like goddamn dude.
They got different plugs in China.
Filipino people have this one. I'm playing.
Actually, that's the round one's a Brazilian plug. All the plugs are Brazilian.
So it's cool. I don't know why I did it there, but they come with multiple like plug-in things, so that's cool. That was the thing. I had the Jime Ike Inu piece, which is like top 3 piece I have, and it only came with this one right here. And obviously we don't have that in America, so I had to buy a specific one, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Why the fuck, man? That kind of sucks. I gotta. Give me a second, guys. I gotta talk about something else. I gotta figure it out how to get the power cord over here, but I'll figure it out.
So, Lane, I wanted to talk a little bit. I want to say it's in art. The Rick Grimes, is posted. I was gonna throw up some pictures there a little bit later, but we could talk about that piece in a little bit. I know you're a 1/6 figure guy, and I know Freddie is as well. Wish he was on here, but. From what I'm looking at, I really like the portraits, man. I think the portraits they did fairly well with those 2 pieces.
Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't have the Gadot Wonder Woman that had gone up previously, the month before, where there had been some going back. I thought it looked okay, but they nearly. Now, I am not a Walking Dead person. I have never watched an episode of Walking Dead in my life. But I think the figure sculpts look really good. In art, I just actually pre-ordered my first in art earlier this year, like ever figure from them. I got the Corn Sweat Superman.
Oh, nice. The real.
Now, the first one I ever got. What was that?
I said the real Superman. not that Henry Cavill murderous fucking punk.
Oh my gosh!
So first of all, Henry Cavill's not the real.
But I'm just glad that we're not like, that I'm really kind of glad ASV doesn't have like, a million like subs or something, because that would put you like straight where the Snyder Bros would hear that, and then there'd be like 5 billion comments about canceling or annihilating it, or talking about every orifice that Marcos has, or something with things happening to them.
I would appreciate a million subs, but I appreciate the subs I have. Thank you guys for subscribing.
Yeah, I know. We can always use more, but
Lane, I would love all the Snyder Bros to come at me. I will demolish him in any argument because that fucking.
You've already been demolished enough by the anti-LeBron bro.
Whoa!
Or if I missed something, like I was checking earlier today. Sorry, guys, that is not something we can talk about here. But I'll just say that, I'll just say, if I'm ever like at 2:30, 2:45 in the afternoon, usually on a busy work day, I can just take 5 minutes and scan back into some of our group conversations and find some interesting things, especially when LeBron comes up.
So Jimmy likes to know, Lane, if you're going to get that Hot Toys Batman veil with the armor.
No, I'm not actually getting that, Jimmy, because I have I have a DX19, which is an older Bale Batman. I have him on the back pod. I have that. I have the most recent, not the newest one, but the most recent incarnation of Ledger Joker, 1/6 scale, but with the sculpted hair, not the rooted. I like that armory. I almost got the see-through armory from Dark Knight Rises and stuff that came with that bat suit and everything, but it just would take up too much space. I just counted up the other day, yesterday, actually, and I was like, oh, I got like 51 figures now. Oh my God, I have like 12 more than I thought I did. No wonder I'm starting to run out of room for these boxes.
When you do your figures, and I know figures, obviously you got,
I mean, it's the same kind of thing you're having to do there, like on yourself with the statue, but just you can fit more of them in theory.
Well, it's like my question with Marcos. When you get your figures, do you have a particular lineup that you like to do or a story you like to tell with your figures? Because I know figures, I know it's funny, but on YouTube they got like, we're posers. We like to pose the figures and all other stuff. So do you tell a story in terms of your figures?
Not always. It kind of depends. I'll usually, I just had to sell a Lord Starkiller today, which was the alternate DLC from, the old Nightscape Force Unleashed game. Love the figure, but I had bought a figure I hadn't planned for, originally. I bought that Darth Vader Sith Apprentice, that was selling for like $1,500 when it came out at Celebration. It wasn't released here. I didn't spend that much on it. I had someone who actually managed to buy one for me from there. I still paid a lot for it, but not nearly as much as people were paying. So he's in the collection. So I've got some other dark side wielders. So I was having a specific dark side wielder shelf. So I didn't plan for one figure, and I have other ones that'll be coming at some point here, probably in the next 6 months to a year. I just got the one figure I have been most anticipating this entire year. Not it's the best figure. It's not an artisan figure, it's $500 or anything like that. But it was the figure of my favorite movie villain of all time. Emperor Palpatine is my favorite movie villain of all time. I love the Emperor. Right. And it's a figure of him from Episode 3, the final duel versus Yoda. Right. He's got an amazing evil, grin and laughing and everything. I can't wait. I'm live unboxing that on Monday. That's the figure I've been most waiting for this year. But and just to kind of put your thing when you're talking about sometimes with figures, I think more than statues, because obviously a 12 scale figure, you can fit a lot more than that. And probably even better posing, like Mafex or something. But even those figures, some of the more recent than that are like $134 now. So they're super expensive. But an idea I was playing with is because I'm considering getting the T800 unbattle damage. The battle damage version just came out, so it'll be here at some point in the next couple months. But I thought about getting the cleaning one. I've had for a while from their big summer showcase. They did, RoboCop from RoboCop 2, and one I really have been wanting to see in just any freaking format, RoboCane. Or the RoboCop 2 robot.
Right. Yeah.
But they're
Isn't
doing a figure.
Wasn't PCS showed something like that? The RoboCade?
I don't know about the RoboCade. They've done Ed 209 and stuff. They have a third set, which I don't even want to imagine trying to fit that.
Oh, that thing's massive. I saw them putting it together. Massive.
Yeah, I mean, or that we talk about that Devastator being huge put together that they have like now short on Sideshow. But like, so I thought of an idea that you could do sometimes with the figures. I was just thinking because I'm getting the Scorch Alien, which is the Scorch. To just tell you, the Scorch Alien figure is going to be 17 inches tall. It's huge. So I was thinking, bro, wouldn't it be cool? I could do an Alien versus RoboCop versus the Predator versus versus the Terminator, because I could put all those things against each other in one shelf, and that would be amazing. But
so let's see. Jimmy said in the fan art, Dark Side on Throne ships.
Yeah,
would look amazing with the new Doom DCS. Yeah, it would. I mean, different universe, but yeah, they would look great together.
Yeah.
Now that was what we were talking about. Well, actually, let's jump in with Marco, the light up. Let's get some close up, Marco, and we'll jump to that Doom on Throne from PCS. Whatever Marcos.
A lot of people, they have it up on the PCS site now, so that's why and with the price.
This is the second piece I've had where the light up is not working. So.
Oh, it's not turning. What on there is what on the statue itself? What is supposed to light up?
Just
the little chocolate little swirl thing. I mean, go. Can I? Okay. I wish I could.
But that plug
should be like
you shut off a light, so I think that plug did work. So that little drip right there at the bottom, right behind her,
right where the like the I don't know if you guys can see, but like right where that little lightning kind of hits the chocolate. That's the only area that lights up. But this is a second piece I had in a row. I don't know if like, with what I try to do with the extender cords, maybe that's the issue. But man, I hope it works, dude. I gotta play with it later and see, like plug it into a wall actually. So
you're not plugged into the wall?
Yeah.
You're not plugged into the wall right now?
So I have the connectors, like extenders, like that stuff like that.
Yeah.
But usually it works with that, so that's the issue right now. But
did you check? So the extender usually has a little red switch.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
It's on.
And sometimes they have a reset button on the side of it too.
Yeah. I'm gonna check with the wall plug and see if that works, and we'll go from there, I guess. But yeah, that kind of sucks. Like I said, the second piece I had in a row, the Jedi Palace piece, the Gecko Mora didn't light up either, and then this one didn't light up. So
I guess you just hit up Todd, said the light's not working and the piece is broken, and see what
I gotta figure it out. Obviously, I gotta see if the light works.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and I just gotta get it.
Well, the good thing about this, Marcos, is you're doing it on live stream, right? So. Yeah. Todd wants to go back and verify. He can come back and verify, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, maybe I got the wrong plug. I don't know, dude. I got the right plug, I think. 100%.
Plug wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit if it was a different plug. So
yeah. I don't know. It's just disappointing, dude. Like 2 pieces in a row. I got
Mr. Popo, who is literally the guy as discussed with the most crazy statue collector. Keyed in correct.
It's in there. So yeah, the light up comes from the base. So the base, there's nothing that will like inhibit. Like there's not a piece I put in that makes the light up go. If that makes sense, from what I know.
So the piece you put in the peg is clear. Everything's clear. So
it's clear resin. Okay. It should like, I guess, illuminate the light up. I guess but
right.
Yeah, it's just not lined up, dude.
Well,
obviously that one piece kind of broke off, and then like the other piece just has a weak magnet, so like it's kind of, man, like the 2 pieces in a row, man, it fucking sucks, man. I love this hobby, but I fucking hate it, man. It's a lot of money. So,
unfortunately, statues is one of the things, especially if you decide to go anime statue, doesn't help either.
Yeah.
But even I know, but just statues in general seems to have like. I know we always go, well, they all have, but it does seem like just for some of the factories or something, not just statues. I mean, but statues is a good example. It seems like this year, statues being produced and coming out this year
Yeah.
have had a lot. There've been like different statues across all of the different companies. Like I know I was talking to Noah, and he just got in a statue that had an issue. Yeah, just like.
But Blaine, you have to understand a lot of these companies use the same factories. They just switch.
I know. Well, I am totally aware of that, Marcus.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, even that, it seems like there's been a lot of issues in the last year for just a lot of them, even more so than normal. And it may be just the schedules just are being, because there are a lot of pieces getting produced, whether companies are behind or not. Now XM is actually starting to get stuff made. You've got Prime One has got how many statues are they either behind on or have on pre-order? I mean, it's like what, 100? I mean,
they're for sure back for like 4 years. They're back. Like some of the stuff they showed on their reveals and stuff still haven't produced anything or talked about anything. They collected a bunch of POs and they got a long way to go, man. Prime One.
So 2 things just from chat I want to say real quick, and then I know you wanted to get things. So Jimmy, I know you had mentioned it earlier. I just want to ask, so just so you can also, tomorrow night I'm going to get you guys on your Sunday night kind of meet discussion question thing. You guys might be looking at that. Also, I just got to do a shout out to Mr. Popo. If anybody in chat, which I'm going to figure most people are, but if you don't know Mr. Popo has one of the craziest statue collection. If there is almost a statue out, he probably has a pre-order, or at least has somewhere in some bone in his body. There's a 2% chance if a statue's up for pre-order, he might do it. And Mr. Popo, I know I'm just making fun of you a little bit here, but Mr. Popo is a prolific statue collector. Like if you want to see, he goes to a lot of different things. If you ever get a chance to see him post up any pictures or stuff, we all have nice different collections here and there. The only person I can think of, and only person I can think of for having seen the collection layout for how like Mr. Popo has it is like maybe Mr. Kiefer, Alan.
Sure.
Godlike, and you'll see him at other places too. Alan's is just I don't think he has the same amount of stuff as Mr. Popo, but his layout and how he's tailored his home a lot for shelving and all that kind of stuff. He's turned it into a museum basically for movie or comic art or that kind of stuff, or even some anime pieces.
Yeah, his layout's really good. Mr. Kiefer's layout's good. Shout out to Mr. Kiefer.
Which they just had, if you want to catch from in replay with Jimmy and Godlike has been in here, they did the Alan Kiefer Award yesterday.
Yeah. I was gonna put mine up, but it's a disgrace, so I'm not even gonna try it. There's too many people with great collection, and I mean I chat with a lot of collectors, and I've met a lot of them, and some of them they're like, "How many pieces you have?" And they're like, "I got about 450. I got 350. I'm almost at 500." I'm like, where do you put?
Well, you guys are making me feel nice because I just can say for statue collection, it's one reason I didn't even. But Mr. Popo just mentioned I bought 3 cabinets yesterday, so I'll be changing. Hey, Mr. Popo, that's great. I like Mr. Popo being here because I can say I am on the 180 complete opposite side because I have about, I think about 7 pieces total statues right now. Now I have 50 Hot Toys figures and I have some 1/6 scale vehicles that take up a lot of space and stuff too. But I'm like on the opposite. I live in an apartment that I have to rent, so my space I still have decent amount of space. But one thing I always have to figure why I'm not even trying to buy lots of pieces is just because I have to keep in mind I have been in the same apartment complex for almost 15 years, and I've moved once, 700 yards away from my old unit. But there is going to come, Marcos, I don't take out your frustration on any of your other pieces. It sounds
Yeah,
like you're doing there.
The shit out of over there.
Something. I was like, he's like that $50 piece or like $100 little 1/8 statue that he has in the corner. He's spiking it on the ground right now.
If he had a dog, he'd kick it.
Yeah, well, here's one thing I will tell you, like Mr. Popo. I know you. I mean, you get many different scales of statues. But here's one thing I would say. I know you're maybe not like in the Haas Toys or something like that. Justin is like a freaking museum for figures. Like, I don't even know how he hasn't and his entire family haven't been pushed out the windows for how many figures he has, just because he reviews literally almost everything.
Right.
So Mr. Popo, I'm guessing you're in Australia. I never asked that. I guess you're in Australia, which I have been to your country, but it was about 25 years ago. I got to see from the north of Queensland all the way down to the south, going through your capital, Canberra, and the whole thing, and got to see the Gold Coast, and almost get attacked by a dingo because I was an idiot. And I almost got eaten by a saltwater crocodile because I nearly fell into a saltwater crocodile pit.
And that's when the balding started.
Yeah, no, I was still younger then. I didn't start balding. I was 27. I did that when I was about 22, 23. Yeah. But I was just gonna say one thing I would say for you, if you ever consider some 6 scale stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I think jazzing with some of their figures could be really good.
Oh, man, any news on that Michelle Pfeiffer jazzing? I haven't even looked into it. And let me tell you, man, that was an expensive deluxe piece I bought for one 6-figure scale.
Yeah, well, trust me, Popo. I was visiting a farm that had them, the saltwater crocodiles. I decided that I would lean over, and I fell over like hanging down about 8 feet away from a 13-foot long saltwater crocodile. And they grabbed me and pulled me up because he was getting ready to run over and probably chomp my head.
Jesus.
And this is also the same time I ran into a Tasmanian devil too on Tasmania. They're giant killer mutant like rat things. But I would tell you, because there's one figure I'm interested from Jazzy. That is that they're doing the Julian Newmar Catwoman. Mm-hmm. Like I really want to see how that one comes out. Now, of course, then I'd like to make Adam West Batman and Burt Ward Robin. But anyway, I'm going to shut him down because you were about to pull up. We were going to talk about that Dr. Doom that Marcos was arguing with me about.
Yeah, so we chat with we were talking about that Dr. Doom. Let me get this sneak peek here real quick. I want to just bring it up to the chat. Maybe a lot of people don't know. Maybe they're not part of this fan art group, but it's just pretty much 2 pictures, and then we'll move to Dr. Doom. It's let me click on here real quick. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can switch.
It's funniest because I was literally about to ask you, hey, were there any recent other fan art statue or models you had recently?
Let me see. Yeah, so this is just pretty much silhouette. It's a great fan art group. They're doing, and I know Marcos knows, they're doing Batman Rogues. There's 6 of them, silhouettes. A lot of the things are still work in progress with this group. But I just wanted to share it just so people can see it. Maybe people in the chat are DC fans, they want the Rogues. Let me share this real quick. Sorry, let me cut that off here. So this is the first image they shared.
Ooh, of the Professor Pig, Rick, me, Ra's al Ghul.
And this was the fun part about it, right? Like when they posted this, everybody was like jumping in, trying to guess, trying to figure out what.
I'm fairly certain the one to the one to the right is definitely Professor Pig. Yes. The one in the middle, because of kind of the sword angle, that is Ra's al Ghul, and then you got his kind of classic cloak that he wears, right. And then the one on the left, I think it could be Scarecrow, but I'm also thinking because it looks like he's wearing a hat, looks like could be Riddler. Uh-huh. But no. I'm not sure they would do Riddler.
Go deep in the Rogues Gallery, Lane. Just go deep into
Ventriloquist.
There you go.
There we go, baby.
Good call,
Oh,
Lane.
that's Scarface. Okay, no,
Yeah.
I see the head. That's Scarface.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I see it now.
Dude, it was the most entertaining thing to see when they posted because I'm looking at it too. I'm like, well, I know these two, but then
No,
everybody's
I was thinking, but no, because I was thinking ventriloquist for a second, but I'm like, I don't think they would necessarily even try and do him necessarily. Now, I think that is actually a nice trick of there of possible pieces. But that's several Batman rogues that would be really cool. Now that you're getting like an actual Bat and stuff, but Rod's is probably the one from this that I would be most interested in seeing, just because
yeah. So this group, so people know they've done a lot of Superman rogues, and there's a few more Superman rogues coming out. I know Marcos has PO'd a few of them already.
Yeah.
So he's super. I know you're super excited about it. I can't remember all of them. You PO? Did you PO all the rogues so far?
The only ones I haven't done is like the Elseworlds ones. The what is it called? The Justice Society or whatever. Or what are they called?
Yeah, the
Justice Lords.
Time Syndicate.
Time Syndicate. Yeah,
there
the
we go.
Ultraman,
So
Superwoman,
I got
Owlman.
Brainiac coming soon. I got
Mongrel.
Mongrel coming soon. I got also. There's another one I'm thinking of. I'm blanking out on for some reason. Livewire pre-order.
Livewire. I saw. I didn't show it today. Maybe next week when I get approval. Man, and I know we talked about it a little bit. Was the Metallo? Oh man,
Metallo. I have Metallo. I knew I had.
Hey, Marcos, I'm telling you that Metallo paint job where like his face.
I've seen some stuff. Yeah.
You know who you should tell them to maybe do or mention to them as an idea? Superman: The Dark Side from the Elseworld series, from the Elseworld line, where because he's got this big black battle armor. Tom McFarlane years ago did a figure.
Are you talking about Lane? Real quick, are you talking about Henry Cavill?
No, Superman. No.
Dude, I'm in mourning right now. My stats.
Joker
and Zack Snyder's shitty universe. My bad. Like my bad.
Yeah, no. Well, Mark.
Let me just take this to the fucking head.
Yeah. I mean, you do have bad takes when stuff is like clearly presented to you, like showing on a screen.
All right, Lane. Here's the next three rogues that they teased. There's that right there.
Okay, so it's gonna be Firefly.
Yep.
Deadshot.
No.
Or
this was a tough one. The one on the right.
Yeah, the one on the right is a tough one. The one on the left, they're changing that. There was a lot of messages.
They need to change it so badly.
At first, because with just the thing in the gun, I would have thought maybe it's Jim Gordon one they were doing, but the axe then. Hush. No.
It is being changed. They a lot of people didn't really like or understood, and once you find out who it is. I understood it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool."
Yeah, but the guy on the right, the guy on the right, I admit, because he looks like, he's wielding guns. That's why I thought Deadshot at first.
Right. Similar, I would say he's similar.
Yeah, he's close.
Deathstroke?
No. That's Nightwing.
You got to like Lane. You got to go into deep, like real deep rogues, like deep.
Deep rogue.
Similar to Deathstroke and similar to.
KG Beast?
Yes. KG
there you
Beast.
go. Lane's
KG
one
Beast.
of us. Lane's one of us. He knows it.
Okay, KG Beast. Yeah.
That's why I love Lane. That's why I love Lane.
It took me a second because I wasn't like KG Beast is not one of them, but I'm like, but that's like kind of his mask and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. And then Lane, who's doing Firefly? Who's doing fucking KG Beast? Like, come on now. Like,
you're going
ventriloquist. Like, no one's doing that shit.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Now you've got me more trying to think here on the guy on the left.
The guy on the left is whoever did the render did a horrible job because it doesn't match the character. Just absolutely disgusting.
Well, it's in a
Like,
cemetery.
did Zack Snyder do that left one? Did Zack Snyder do that left one?
No, Jesus Christ.
He probably did, yeah.
Well,
with the axe.
But hey,
and
no.
everything.
Now I'm going to push back a little. I'm going to push back a little bit against you, just saying that some of the license companies aren't doing some more obscure characters because like Prime, when we were just talking about, they did a Psycho Pirate.
Yes, but that was due to the I almost said manga, but the comic that was in, so they had to do it.
No,
they
didn't have to. They could have just been on the throne. They did not have to do a Psycho Pirate.
Sure,
okay, just let me finish. And they did a Flashpoint Thomas Wayne Batman. Those guys are as obscure, not necessarily on this level with like KG Beast and Firefly and whoever the other guy is. I'm not even going to try and figure out because I'm not sure. I mean, I've already gone pretty deep into the rogues, I think, already here.
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint in Spanish. Negro. Negro. In Spanish. A hint.
Here's another hint. He was the villain in Birds of Prey.
Come on.
Harvey Dent?
Nah, so he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Yeah, it's a Black Mask.
Oh, okay, Black Man. Yeah, okay. The
cemetery makes zero sense. Obviously.
Actually, it doesn't because when I talk
about like I said, whoever did this,
Marcos, I'm always right. Shut up.
No, look, I'm always right.
So the reason for the cemetery was in the comics after his parents passed, he's in the cemetery and pretty much he's reborn. So the death of Roman is pretty much. There's a tombstone, and I can find a picture and I can send it to you guys. There's a tombstone with his name on it, and it's the death of who he used to be, and now he's Black Mask, so it's his birth. So that was kind of the idea based off the cemetery because of that comic panel. So, but a lot of people were like, well, he's a gangster, this, and that. It should be changed. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for those that didn't read the comics. And I dressed up as Black Mask at a con once with my kids when they were really small. So I'm a fan of Black Mask. I really like the character.
Yeah, no,
me too. I like him too.
And he's been in some other media stuff like Under the Red Hood and stuff like that. So, and obviously in Birds of Prey. I was thinking Birds of Prey the comic, not Birds of Prey the movie.
The movie,
or else I would have. Oh wait, Black Mask.
Yeah,
I try and forget that movie exists.
But I like the movie because of Black Mask. I mean, I think it could have went a little bit differently. But I really am a fan of the character.
Hey, I'll give you this. Ewan gave his best effort in his shitty script that he got. Ewan gave his best effort.
Yeah.
Great actor.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
You guys just had me thinking about a Batman villain here for a second.
Who?
That I was thinking these guys. Oh, shit. You guys were talking. I had my thought about say something, but then, the whole letting you guys talk thing, like, stopped me, and then I just lost my train of thought of the character I was thinking of. But goddamn, what was the Batman villain I was thinking?
All right, let me see if let's get back to what we were going to look at originally. So Batman Rogues Gallery fan art group. There's 6 characters there. Super cool. They did really good job with their Superman Rogues. I think there's a few more that are in play before. I would assume Batman stuff will be coming out next year if they finish up their Superman this year. But really, really cool stuff. I'm super excited to see that. I'm going to add I can't add that. Let me add something else here. Stop screen share. I'm going to add this because we want to get to this where am I here? I'm lost. There we go. Dr. Doom on Throne with PCS. So
this thing is amazing.
So Marco said it's not from Rivals. Lane said it's from Rivals.
He is not even in the game at this point. He's not in the game. So
he's not a playable character, but he's part of the story. And
maybe he has a little character card here and there. Yeah, cool. Yeah,
But
at the same time, who cares? This is strictly just a Doctor Doom. Like, it doesn't matter if it's Marvel Rivals or not. Like, it's strictly normal Doctor Doom.
It's based, like, the legs armor, everything is based specifically off the Marvel Rivals character design.
This is every comic looks just like this too. Don't think it doesn't. maybe a little different with the Kirby, like, Doom and all that stuff. But it's like every other comic modern day looks just like this, 100%.
Do based off what we're seeing right now? Do you guys think based off of like the other Doctor Dooms, does this look like it could potentially be the Grail of Doctor Dooms? Because
It's not Grail. There's so many good Doctor Dooms. It's good. It's if it's priced well, it'll do well. If it's priced at like 2,500, it won't do well.
I think it's 2,000.
Even 2,000 is too much. I think 1,800 is the appropriate price.
You know what's the funny part about this? The pose. I don't know if Jimmy's still on from Godlike, but the pose looks exactly like that fan art Dark Side. Like hand up, the hand down, the way the legs are sit. It looks identical in terms of pose wise.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be 1980 for this. That's how much on the PC with the early bird discount. So it's going to be more expensive other places,
and not including shipping.
Yeah, so it's an expensive piece, but it's third scale. It's huge.
It's third scale, but like, come on now, it's not 1,900 for it. I don't. Same with the Ghost Runner, even though that's a very intricate piece. And it said $1,000 for the light up. No, it's not. Like, stop.
So, it's going to be.
I love a lot what Ant's doing, but come on now, stop. Don't treat us like infants.
Hey, let me say something real quick. Juan, you better stop with those eyes, okay? Stop it. Don't pick this up.
Juan, get at it, baby. Get at
it. Don't do it, Juan. Don't do it. Juan's my boy.
We had a very mid Fantastic Four movie, so I don't know. So.
Well,
there's a back.
So the dimensions for this thing, it's going to be 26.5 inches tall, 20 inches wide, and 20 inches depth. So it is going to be a fairly large, decently sized.
That's pretty. Honestly, for 1/3, that's kind of small.
That's not big at all.
Yeah, that Dark Side was 37 depth and like 24, 25 wide and 25 tall. I got to read my live unboxing.
Its standard MSRP is $2,200. Now, the thing for me, what I found interesting, detail, I think it looks great, is because does this mean that PCS is going to go in now doing some Marvel Rivals version of the characters and everything now, possibly?
I think they will. Most likely they will. First off, Marvel Rivals is very good. It's good. It's a hit, right? Everybody loves Marvel Rivals. I think they should have done Sue Storm, but I guess Doom's okay.
Or Malice Storm.
Yeah. And they did the Marvel vs. Capcom thing, but they stopped it, right? I was actually excited for their Thanos because I really liked it, except for the base. The base needed work. But I actually liked that piece, and I was going to pick it up at 1/3, and they shot that down. So, I mean, who knows? They'll probably do just a few characters of Marvel Rivals and not do a whole line because that's a lot of characters.
Oh, I already told them just do Emma Frost. Needs to be the next one because that's the one that'll sell out.
Sure.
Whichever skin. It doesn't matter. Just whatever one, just do that. Yeah, she'll sell out.
Sure.
But I think this is a really good Doctor Doom. But as Marcos pointed out, whether you're looking more like, fan art version of Doctor Doom or licensed Doctor Doom, there are a lot of Doctor Dooms that are all really cool, awesome. Yeah. Doom just has a natural character design that you have to try to make Doctor Doom look crappy. You really have to try to make your art or make your design for at least look wise. Now you can. For putting the thing together, you can do stuff that makes it a pain, or engineering wise, you can screw stuff up. But I'm really happy to see them doing this piece. I think a night where I like Dune sitting on the throne, it totally fits. It's one of the ways you could see buying the character, for being a proper pose on throne. We talked about, like, even though I know Freddie was all on it, the Superman on throne. I think the Superman on throne was good, but I get why some people go, Superman on a throne, unless it's like, one of the alternate versions of Superman that's like evil or something, doesn't make sense. But Doctor Doom, like on his Latvian throne, it's kind of bordering always between medieval, made up East European country that he rules and stuff. I think he looks fantastic here. I like the details in the mask and everything. Right. If this is Marvel Rivals based, I have to imagine they had to come up with this one relatively quickly, to get it put together. I like the eyes there and everything, just piercing out. They have a really nice look there and everything. I mean, for me, I usually prefer a little bit more the classic mask type look and everything. Not necessarily all the way back to Kirby, but even like the first Doctor Doom I remember seeing was Doctor Doom and Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends was like 1980, 81 or something in the cartoon when I saw Doctor Doom. So that look, I remember was my first Doctor Doom. I'm really impressed. Now, being $2,200, that's more than the Emperor on the throne. Like his throne chair thing,
right?
Which is all polystone and everything. So I think he's like 1,700 or something. And I gotta imagine the Star Wars license is at least as expensive as and this is the gaming license. So this is probably why they're doing the Rivals version, is because they have the game Marvel license. So it's easier for them to just, because it might fall under what
you mean the Gamerverse universe?
Yeah, that's why they did it.
No, I think I feel like my biggest question with all this stuff, and I've never personally chat with Ant, but I know a lot of people that do talk to him, fairly often and stuff like that. And hopefully one day I get to chat with him too, especially ask the questions, like the engineering stuff, the paint application and whatnot. It's been a few years since I've seen a piece in hand. I know potentially my boy Michael Reyes here will pick a couple pieces up from PCS. I know he's got a little bad taste in his mouth with PCS because of their RoboCop and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. But I love to see some of their newer pieces in hand, so I can kind of do a quick inspection, little QC, and see if things have progressed to the better side. But it just seems like their MO is the QC and the paint are a hit and miss, and for most part, most companies are, but they've kind of had a little bad rap. Same thing with Tweeterhead. They're both great people, great companies. It's just certain things have to be, worked on. Marcos, have you got a PCS piece, don't you?
Yeah, Daredevil, right there. I'm looking at it right now.
How's the QC on that Daredevil? Because every time I see PCS stuff, I question it.
I would say the church concrete could be better. It's not bad though, but it could be better. But the Daredevil itself, I competed with LBS. It's very well done, So I'm looking at both PCS pieces I have. The Daredevil, Deadpool looks great. It has a lot of texture, just like LBS does, and yeah.
But do you feel, maybe the chat can answer me too. Looking at that Doom, I closed it out, but for a gaming piece, does it need the amount of detail that's on that piece right now? Because normally I like to see gaming pieces more true to the game, and I know it's a lot of smooth. It's same thing with comics, right? It's a lot of smooth going on, but I think that's for the IP itself. Let's say that Nami that you just unboxed, there's not a super crazy amount of detail, right? Everything's mostly smooth and true to the IP.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is that a factor when you see this Doom on Throne, Marcos? I don't know if Lane's still there. He kind of disappeared. But there he is. Would that be a factor, Lane, with this Doom, that it seems like it's very hyper realistic and not game, really game?
Well, I just looked at some artwork, like some actual concept artwork for Doom, and like the detail on the legs and everything. That's how I knew it was Marvel Rivals. At first, before I looked it up, is pretty.
It's not Marvel Rivals. It's not Marvel Rivals.
It's Marvel Rivals Doom. That's what it says on the website. He's not a playable. Anyway, I'm not going to argue with this, Marcos. I already proved my point. I won. Marcos can sit there. Marcos just is looking for an argument right now.
100%.
I already won and sent him to the timeout.
Give me a win, dude.
I'm not giving you. I'm not. I am not gonna. I am. We are a panel of integrity, like godlike statues. We have to provide truth and We need to provide truth and proper, what is going on and everything to the chat. We owe it to them. So, but the Marvel Rivals to some concept art I looked at, like the detail on the legs and stuff like that to the armor is consistent with how that look detail was. I'd be in. Yeah. But
nerd in the house, guys.
Yeah, I actually like the detail for it, but it depends on the character. Like for somebody like Nami or a One Piece character, I would expect sometimes maybe some detail like what was shown in some of the background or the special attacks and stuff like that. Like it could maybe be a little bit more detailed, but like the characters themselves, not as much. Now, that's different for like a Berserk piece, because part of the thing with Berserk and why it took forever for the original artist and creator to put out chapters, sometimes even years, is because his artwork was so detailed and everything.
Yeah.
So they're meeting the expectation of being detailed.
Takahiko Inoue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even the like Dragon Ball pieces, I mean, you can make an argument a lot of some of the Dragon Ball pieces are more detailed than stylized than the original, especially if you like go back, watch Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. Obviously, they were very simple styles with the Toriyama used, so you could get stuff out the door every week. But the the statues are super detailed. Like they're very Tsume, the ones they've done, Prime one, the fan art ones, whoever has done a Dragon Ball, they like take that base thing we saw in an art form and then amp it times 20 to make sure it is deep. So you see clearly the bulge and the detail in every bicep, every wrinkled forehead, and every open mouth that's screaming.
Sure. And I agree with that. I just feel that when you stick to a stylized gaming piece like that, I would, because when I first looked at it, I was like, oh man, where's this based off of? Because I couldn't tell it was Marvel Rivals, but you did based off the armor. And I couldn't tell because it was just it seemed like some hyper realistic details, like in the fabrics and the paint and the marble, just like Casual Nerd just mentioned on the back of the base and things like that. So I was like, that doesn't seem as stylized as I would think for the game. Now, does that take away from people collecting this piece? Because usually when you're a diehard person of something, you want it exactly like the IP you're following, right? And this has a little bit extra. Would that be a good or a bad thing? And that's, I guess, my question. You know what I'm saying?
I think it really just depends on the individual piece. I mean, I usually prefer detail, even if it's not exactly. I mean, maybe here's one time I could say, like, where you're kind of having to fight that battle. It actually relate to a piece Marcos had before. Is the Batman Beyond from Prime 1 he got, where it had it was nice because it had a little bit more techno look to it, but it looked like battle armor, which is Batman Beyond thing was not battle armor-ish. Like, so I would say the older, if I had to say for like you're talking about accuracy, the older premium format that Sideshow did, where it was more like it definitely had the stylishness and everything of that suit, but it looked more like a suit, where that other one looked like a techno battle armor thing or something that somebody in Tron would be wearing or something, So it was maybe too detailed. It made it an armor rather than being a suit. But you can say the same thing maybe sometimes with Injustice games. With a lot of times they introduce more looks like battle armor looks to the characters instead of wearing a suit style thing or a costume style thing.
Right. I mean, Casual Nerd he's got a good point here. The Ghost Rider has a lot of details too. Maybe a new art director, PCS, Doom, Ghost Rider look nothing like Punisher and the others. I like their new art direction. I mean, especially if it's not a lineup, but like I said, I think if it's based off like a gaming that's so stylized like that, I would expect more stylized. It's just like I mentioned earlier with their Marvel vs. Capcom. It seemed their products seemed more stylized at the time when they did it, even though they canceled Thanos, but that was very stylized Thanos, and I think that's why I liked it so much. Even the Venom was a super hyper detailed with crazy stuff. It was good Venom piece, and and they didn't have the color for the Marvel vs. Capcom, but the blue, which I really like. So hopefully there's a fan art group that does the blue. I would like to see. I know they have some in the past with that Venom, but I would like to see a new version of it. But no, that Doom looks great. I can't wait to see more of what PCS has to offer. It seems like their prototype's always on point. They look awesome, but it's the execution that sometimes, isn't.
Well, I'm gonna say like for some of the PCS's recent stuff, if anything to go by like from the live unboxing promo thing from Sideshow, if that's any accurate, where that is actually like a production piece they put together, I think they look like they nailed the paint coloring and all that for the Devastator, which is a massive piece.
That's a big piece.
But which kind of ties into a question I was going to ask you guys. This is actually a topic they talked about actually in Rad Titan with their thing. And I think that something like that, or the Ghost Rider that was mentioned earlier, can be kind of relevant to that. Have pieces become too big, or did they take up too much space now?
I think so. I think there's kind of been a little progression in terms of getting things larger for some reason, right?
Yeah.
I know, especially with Prime 1 with their XL stuff they're coming out with. It's like pieces were already large enough to begin with.
Or I was going to use LBS. They showed that Sentinel.
Right.
Now they said that Sentinel at the show they were at is bigger than the actual piece they're going to put out, because that was for the show itself.
Just for the promo.
But the Sentinel itself is still going to be like 4.5 to 5 feet tall.
Why?
I mean, where you start, and I know there's been life-size pieces. We had there was a life-size Hulkbuster. Right. It's 20 feet tall. So I mean, it's not like this is new, but
it's not new. But who are you catering to in terms of collecting? Like not an average.
100%.
But even just I would say, quote, a regular collector like us or something, it feels like the scales and sizes are just that Ghost Rider. It looks cool, but it's like 40 and 34 and 31 or something. Like other than maybe one piece, like that would, your mostly empty shelf behind you would get devoured.
Oh, for sure.
By that entire piece. And you're like, well, I wanted to be able to fit like over the next maybe 2 or 3 years, like 4 or 5 quarter scales, or be able to mix in something like that. Or I might say, well, I had on that shelf, I was planning to put like you have a couple shelves and fit like 20 Hot Toys figures on there or something like that over time. So, and Prime One's bad is very bad. Like they're one of the things, but it's not just them. Even I'm bringing up with like Jay's thing and everything. The Sentinel's not the best example to use because that's going to be super ridiculous, like big piece. But even, or we just with some of these different things, like, or you were showing that Skull Knight, just the 1/6 scale Skull Knight. Are we getting to the point where one of the nice things for now they're, me, I made the joke over the years that one of the reasons you're paying extra is for the smaller box for their pieces. But are we that, because if you guys have ever seen J&D boxes are for the size, tiny boxes, and tiny boxes.
That's wrong.
Yeah. So I say you're paying for the smaller box size instead of having like 2-3 box, like a Predator, like 3 or 4 boxes that are each like 3.5 feet tall. But even they may look like they're going, because I'm willing to bet that Guts piece that the box for Marcos for that thing, because Guts is just since it's not based off an actual human. Guts, that piece I'm not saying it's going to be.
He's only like 6'8" in the manga, I think.
But you know what I mean. I'm not saying that like I'm saying for probably box size, and he might be a couple boxes for normally.
I think Guts will be 1 box. It's a base and the add-on piece to the base, and then
there's still the parts connecting to the front with the Dragon Slayer. And
maybe I think 1 box would be fine.
But I'm just saying for them, he's going to be massively in size. So I'm just going. But now it just it seems like because I don't just count this like you're showing with your two pieces here for how much space they're going to take up. I'm talking about the boxes and stuff too, and how much space they're going to take up.
That begs the question, right? If you guys haven't watched yet, that Dark Side on Throne on the image, I did the live unboxing for that. So check it out on ASVCollectibles if you want.
How many boxes was that for when you got?
That was 2 massive boxes just for that Dark Side on Throne. Now, granted, there were a lot of switch out pieces to that. I think it was like 5. I think they added an extra 6 heads. You got arm swap outs. You got Mother Box. You got Anti-Life Equation. You got all kinds of stuff coming on. So the boxes were very big. Just the platform itself, you don't need the platform. You can just use the throne. You can remove the platform, which give you more depth space. I think it's only like 24 or 28 inches in depth. But with the platform, it's like 37. It's just crazy, the scaling of it. So, but this Doom on Throne right here, this is not going to be a small box at all, especially if it's a 1/3 scale. I know when we talked about the real estate of it, it's like 24 by 28 by 25 inches tall. But just in comparison, I won't pick up this PCS Doom because it's not a thing I cared about. It's a great piece, don't get me wrong. I think it's fantastic. But the Dark Side on Throne, that is something that's coming home. But the box is if I put the 2 boxes together, it'd be an XL twin bed. Like you can literally just put some pillows and a blanket.
Well, because one of the statues that I have 2 statues in my Comic-Con sets. Just a quick shout out to Joshua. If you haven't ever bought there, go pick it up. I'm doing this is my Mick Foley cheap pop. This is my cheap just shill. Because I have 2 statues in Comic Concepts right now in my checkout. One of which is Sauron, 3rd scale.
Right.
Because that one for the pricing for it. But I looked at the size actually of because you guys might remember several months ago, I was like kind of between him and maybe getting that Xeno Runner, the dog alien. And I was leaning towards, other than price, I was leaning towards Sauron because he was only supposed to be 2 boxes, not 3. I'm becoming very red alert for box space for these. And I actually looked at the dimensions of the box of Sauron. They're like, one's like almost 90 inches tall. Like, I was like, Jesus.
Just
90
centimeters. Just so everybody has an idea, there's a picture of me next to the boxes.
Oh my gosh. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that shit. My gosh.
Yeah. And I know Marcos has it coming in. That's me. I'm about 5'10", about 240.
Now, think about how much space that how big the box is going to be for that Ghost Rider from PCS with the motorcycle and everything.
Right.
I mean, that's what I just mean. It feels like,
don't forget the $1,000 add-on with the light up. So
right. But it's just it does. I'm not even talking price wise because price is going up and everything. It may for if we're willing to, like you would say, get a piece. We may just cut down on the number of pieces that we're buying. In a year or 2 or something, we may just be like, I can only get this if this is absolutely. Am I willing to have this maybe be the only piece I pre-order or get in like the next year and a half, 2 years, or it's one of maybe like 2 pieces that I can get because, right. But the other thing is just number of box space and space. Yeah. Are they spacing us out beyond the body space where you have to look at this? Because I would look at that and go, sir, I really like it, but I might go, well, that could be like, we were talking about, you might have 3 or 4 quarter scales you might want to try and buy of, you might have like 6 or 7 characters. You're like, hey, I need the space and I want to keep my eyes out. However, unlikely in the next 2 to 3 years, like Man-Bat popping up. You might have been looking for a Man-Bat. That was one of your favorite Batman villains. You've been waiting years to see him pop up. If you had that Ghost Rider already on pre-order, you might go, oh, well, I'm not going to have the place to put it now. You might not pull the trigger on a big piece like that because you're like, I have multiple characters I might like in a smaller scale that I want to use in that space at some point. So it makes it trickier to make your mind up.
It does. It's a trickier situation. And honestly, like I got tons of boxes my space is running low, and I'm thinking to myself, this Dark Side is supposed to be shipped around November, maybe late December. I'm not sure. They haven't updated us on when the shipping's going to be. I know Marcos is kind of doing the same thing I am. Like, where the hell am I going to do with these 2 boxes? Just the boxes. Let's say I pull it all out and I'm able to display it, and then now I got these 2 massive boxes that I got to figure out what to do with. So that I think that's going to be the biggest challenging part with this piece, which brings us back to why are they going bigger, right? Because I don't know if these license companies are really thinking about what the collectors do with the boxes. Generally, we don't throw the boxes away. Now, I know collectors that do. They're like, I'm going to keep them forever. They throw the boxes away. But I don't ever throw them away because I never know if I'm going to keep them all. I'll eventually probably.
You might got to move. You may suddenly have to move.
Yeah, you might
can pop up.
I can't imagine like Mr. Popo having to move, or
Alan no. Yeah. I mean, I can't. Right now, the first 2 things that pop in my brain, I go, oh my God, I would have to package up this, the Harley Who Laughs and that big ass Poison Ivy, and she isn't even as annoying. But like Harley, I just go like, I mean, my Harley Quinn J&D, I'm just like, even her, because she's got a lot of tiny pieces you have to repack up, but she is just one thing here into this part of the box, other thing into this part of the box.
That's
done.
It.
Easy mode.
All right. Real quick though, my battery's on 9%.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Was getting ratings on this, even though no light-up feature and the breakage.
Sure.
Magnet, not great. You guys go first with everything.
I mean, based off. I mean, for me, I think I'd give it because I'm not invested in the IP.
Yeah.
Piece. Besides that, I think I'd give it about. I say like an 8.8, maybe a 9. Only because I'm more of a quarter scale guy and I understand the anime stuff because I've collected it. I wish there was a different portrait with her. I think I like the portrait that they have. Everything else, concept-wise, based off on that arc of what you've been telling me, I think it's great. I loved how they follow the IP to a T.
Yeah.
So that's good with it. The dynamics of everything's really great. I'm more of a museum guy. And the colors, man. I mean, just the colors and everything else look really good. The only caveat to it is, like Lane said, she kind of disappears in it's like really busy. She disappears in it, especially from far away. I mean, I can see red, but I can't see that it's her. But I know she's wearing a red dress. So that's the only caveat for me. I think it's they centralized everything for the base and not so much on her. So when you look at it, there's just so much stuff going on. It's hard to really focus on the goods, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. Lane?
For me, probably 7.9 out of 10. I really like how Nami looks, but maybe it's because I'm in a diet mode and I'm just like, I don't want to be staring at too many like cheesecakes and syrup and chocolate all over the place. I like that. I like how it looks, but I'm in Williams' camp. Kind of, I talked about there. I think this is one of the times because if the back, most of it was like, I don't know, she was using an energy special attack or something like that, so it was playing into her character doing stuff. I think I would like it better, but like I said, I think I'm William thing. It's too busy. And I lose the character. I'm all about seeing the main character. Like, I want them to be front and center. That's what I can. But that's also from kind of Western comics / Western. A lot of Western statue style is done in that museum kind of way.
Right.
But I think Nami looks great. I'm okay with the one portrait head sculpt for her because it fits what she's doing using in the motion and all that. I think they get the motion great.
Right. So, yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's too much going on here for me that's not related directly necessarily to her or something she's doing. That's why some like Naruto ones or even Bleach ones where they're 30 inches tall because of some wacky energy blade stuff happening around them. I can still see them, and the other thing is something they're in the act of doing. So to focus the focus and energy of the statues on them. That does not mean it is a bad statue, though. I think they nailed the elements. And when you talked about it, I think the paints on it are great. It's just the concept I wish they had maybe been able to do in some way where it was more about if she was even a bigger scale. So you saw more of her in it.
Yeah.
But still, it's a very good solid piece.
I mean, in hindsight, they did get her bust scale right. So that's
so they did do that right. I mean, that is Oda approved.
All right. What about you, Marcos? How do you feel?
So I'm on 7% on my iPad, so I'll be real quick. So honestly, in person, it doesn't. I get what you guys are saying because it's kind of far away from you right now, especially. But in person, she's the focus for sure. I'll say that. So it's not like you get lost in it 100% with her in person. But I can see what you guys are saying because you guys are farther away. I get it. Right. Very disappointed in the light feature not working. I'm very disappointed with, the magnet on that one piece. Even though it's not a huge piece for me, still that it's more of a everything adding up to one thing. I'm very disappointed in this piece that there's so many issues right now that I have. It's like I said, it's more of an issue that I've had 2 back-to-back pieces that had the same issue with light not working. I think the paint job is fantastic. The Nami portrait, it's good. It would have been cool if they gave you another option of portrait, but that's just not like anime statues. They just don't do that usually, honestly, with 1/6 or 1/7. Paint job's great, blah blah blah. Nami looks good. I don't think she gets lost in it. It was relatively easy to assemble. It was not hard at all. I don't feel like there's a couple moments I had where I was kind of lost, but it wasn't like, trust me, like Blackbeard and even Luffy Tsume, like those are a headache for sure. This was like not that hard compared to those. Overall, I'll give it if it worked perfectly, probably 8.9. But with everything that I have right now, with the mistakes and the breakage and all that stuff, 7.9. I was right there with you, Lane, when you said that. I'm like, yep, that's probably it right there. 7.9 with the issues I have with it right now. But if everything was perfectly right, probably 8.9, close to 9.
Yeah.
But with the issues I see right now with, man, it's just like 2 pieces in a row, man. It fucking sucks. And then I love Todd, but like, dude, I'm like 8 for 9 right now with pieces with him. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I just had the worst luck with him, I guess. So the breakage, though, I'll give it this. It's not a hard fix. Like I can literally just glue it in and it'll be fine. Like it's a clean break. No pieces shattered anywhere. It's a straight break. So that's a good thing out of that. But still, the light feature, that thing pisses me off so much, man. Because it's just back-to-back pieces. That's all I'll say. So.
Yeah, I think when you get back home tomorrow, get some sleep, and then try to figure it out a little bit better. Hopefully, you can get it working. If you do, let us know.
Yeah, hopefully. If not, then fuck, man. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, it sucks. But again, thank you, Marcos, for coming on, doing the live unboxing for us. It was a great chat. We're at the almost 2 hour and 30-minute mark. Had a blast. I know Marcos's tablet's dying. We can keep going on all night if we wanted to. There's so many subjects, so many things coming up. I want to thank Legend Lane again for jumping on the stream with us. Very informative. Always love to have you on the stream, Lane. Thank you again. Yep. And shout out to the chat, everybody on the chat. We got Juan Ortega, Casual Nerd. Mr. Popo, man, always love to have Mr. Popo. Nice Guy was in the house. Jimmy from Godlike. Make sure you subscribe to Godlike. The Nation was in the house as well. E-Man, Michael Reyes, my boy. He's a local guy. We need to catch up, Michael. We need to catch up one of these weekends. We're always busy. Cypher was in the house as well. Thanks for jumping on with us, Cypher. Let's see. Let me go through the line. I want to make sure I grab everybody. I want to give everybody a shout out.
Casual.
Yep. Casual Nerd was in the house. Yeah. X-Men Exclusive also was in the house. I know it's an anime piece. He's all about X-Men pieces. Hopefully I could get another one to do a live unboxing. And maybe hit you up, X-Men Exclusive. You can get on here and we could do the live together like the last night. Jonas was in the house, and Knight was on here as well. So go ahead.
I do have to say, I just thought of it. Mr. Popo, if there's background music that occurs whenever you walk into your
display
collecting room, displays, whatever. it definitely has to be like Voltron's theme.
Probably.
Like Voltron theme, because you're like the you're the protector of the like entire collecting universe, man. Have you ever heard the legend of the Popo?
The legend of the Popo. Like I said, everybody, thank you for jumping in on chat. Those that did, thank you everybody for watching us or are going to watch us. I really appreciate it, and I really love and appreciate everybody that's subscribed. If you have not subscribed and you're watching this, please do subscribe. It will help the channel a lot. And I think that's it for tonight, man. Really appreciate it again, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.